Anyways, if you could see it doesn't end up in lost and found or pawned off to another classmate for pudding. No, that's it. Tell them I said they have fun. Okay, thanks.
Freeze, assholes! Police! You all right? I'm a cop, huh? You okay?
No, I put a gun to my head. I mean, they stole my wallet.
Get in the car.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Stay here, get a plate number.
I'm a cop! Call 911! Did you get that plate? Son of a bitch! Where the hell did he go? Son of a bitch!
After I fired, they drove off. Then I told a looky-loo super to call 911.
They ever returned fire?
I saw a muzzle flash.
You sure it was theirs? Sometimes you think it's your own flash reflected in their windshield.
I know the difference. I saw their muzzle flash.
ESU's at the scene. They're doing a search.
Anyone hit you know of?
I heard yelling as they pulled off, but mostly for the driver to hit the gas.
So they scoot which direction?
Up First Avenue. I headed back to my car. At that point, I saw the victim was gone.
Anyone see him split?
No.
Can you give any indication why he want to?
He was late for church. I don't know.
Was he reluctant to get in the car?
It wasn't a kidnapping.
Any conversation in the car? Or what was his attitude?
He was pretty shaken up.
Three black males just walked into the Bellevue ER, all three with gunshot wounds.
Gotta be your guys.
What's their condition?
One of them's grazed, the other two are rocky. We're heading down there.
Jones a middle boy?
They're responding to a bar robbery from last night.
Okay, I'll ride with you. Come down when you finish with duty, Captain. See, can you make an ID?
You see him good enough to make an ID?
Yeah.
So, Detective, when was your last tour of duty?
Yesterday, 8 to 4.
You do any drinking last night?
Captain, this was a clean shoot.
I'm not saying it wasn't, Detective. But I gotta ask the question.
I wasn't drinking last night. I'm sober 4.5 years. Hey, Gibson.
How's Sipple? Is everything all right?
Everything's fine.
I'm hearing he hit all 5 perps.
There were 3 perps. Now it's a fish story.
Yeah, what do we got here?
3 white males come in right after closing. Ski mask, clear the till, clean out the bartender, waitress, and 3 regulars. 2 of the perps take one of the patrons into the woman's bathroom and rape her. She's at Bellevue.
Anything to go on?
Rape victim said they pulled their mask up in the bathroom, but she wasn't in any kind of shape to get into details.
Now, where's everybody else?
I interviewed him and let him go. All they got was the car and the first 2 numbers of the plate. Late model, white Chevy.
Can I get those names?
Give Andy my best.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
What are you doing here?
The borough sent me. I guess you guys are short again today? Anyway, I talked to Lieutenant Fancy. He said to meet you here.
Okay, we got a stick-up rape. We'll be heading over to Bellevue. How about you interview the rape victim?
Sure. So we're done here?
Yeah, I tell you what, why don't you check out the ladies' room? That's where the rape took place.
Has crime scene processed it?
Yeah, but check and see if anything got missed.
You got it.
Is it me, Or does every time one of our guys gets in a spot, she shows up?
Yeah, like she said, both times we've been a man short.
She's pretty innocent looking. Someone you'd never expect.
So that makes her an informant for internal affairs?
I'm just saying, it's weird.
Oh, great. I don't remember her asking a whole lot of personal questions last time.
You think IAB rushes into things?
You been watching JFK again?
Just watch what you say around her until I make some phone calls. All right, fine.
Ellen, I'm Detective McDowell. These are Detectives Jones and Medavoy. Can you tell me what happened?
My roommate had her new boyfriend over, and she asked if I could, go somewhere else. So I called my friend Patty and had her meet me at the Chatterbox because it's so close to my apartment. And I called my roommate at 1, but she didn't answer, so I thought I'll give them until 2:30. I mean, it's not like I even hang out at that bar all the time or anything.
Ellen, the guys who did this, can you tell me anything about them?
Masks. They had masks, and they were white.
Did they ever remove their masks?
In the bathroom.
Could you identify them if you saw them again?
I think so. I mean, I'd been drinking, and in the bathroom, they had my face pushed in the sink.
But somewhere in there, you think you got a good look?
I think so.
Shut up, Burke. I'm Detective Sorensen. This is Detective Russell, Lieutenant Fancy.
Any news on my cousin or Deshaun?
Doctor said your cousin's had surgery. He's stable. Still working on Deshaun.
Man, that psycho really blew a chunk out of his neck. I've never seen so much blood.
Why don't you tell us what happened?
Me and Anthony, we were driving Deshaun home when we were stopped at this light, and out of nothing, this big white guy runs up and starts spraying bullets.
Rewind a bit, Asada. Where were you coming from?
This after-hours club on D. I saved the robots.
Yeah, you do any drinking there? Any dope or ecstasy?
No, we weren't drinking. And we don't do drugs.
Well, you must have been out of place, because that club is a well-known pharmaceutical clearinghouse.
To us, it's a dance club. Me and Anthony had a 2-hour drive back to school, so we were sober.
What time did you leave the club, Asada?
About 6:15.
Walking or driving?
We were driving. We were shot at in a car.
So you were never walking on 8th toward First Avenue?
No.
Never came on a tall white guy who you maybe asked to empty his pockets?
What are you talking about?
Round the block from where you were shot up, 2 black guys ripped off a white kid at gunpoint and split in a Jetta matching yours.
The crime was witnessed by a cop, Asada. So start easing off your ambush scenario.
The guy who shot at us was a cop.
About now, I'd start thinking how getting us your gun could help shave time off in jail.
I don't know about any gunning. We were not doing a stick-up.
Either give a statement or get picked out of a lineup, in which case the judge will never hear your side of it.
All he'll see is an uncooperative prick, too stupid to move out of the way of a wrecking ball.
Stupid doesn't put you on the dean's list at Albany State. And it didn't put my cousin there either, so maybe this wasn't our fault. Maybe your cop don't know one Jetta from another. He just picks one and starts blasting.
Oh, he was blasting on account of the gun in his face.
No, we didn't have a gun.
Now you're bothering the other patients, Mr. Burke.
Then for all our sake, leave me alone.
Where's this Jetta of yours, Asada? We gotta take a look at it.
In the parking lot. Knock yourselves out.
Don't get too comfortable.
McDowell talked to the rape victim, but up to now, nothing. She didn't get a good look at his face.
Well, she indicated they might have taken a mask off at that point, but they had to turn around.
Hey, we'll check with patrol, see what any stops in the area last night.
How'd it go in there?
He says they're innocent college kids.
He said Andy rolled on them because he mistook the car. Hey, no way that happened.
What's the story? We got a little problem. I don't want you going in there right now.
Why not?
This kid's trying to float you shot up the wrong car.
Impossible. Not possible.
You're absolutely certain it was the same car.
It was the car. Those were the guys.
All right, but until we get your witness, we can't prove this kid's lying. Russell and Sorensen will recanvass. Meantime, be patient. Going back to the house.
We're on it, Andy. Don't worry.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Which one's the driver?
Want to be number one here.
Put him in interview 3, stick him in the poke, and the other one downstairs. What's this?
Our uniforms grabbed them up.
I can see that.
They fit descriptions of our suspects in the bar stick-up.
What descriptions? I thought they were ski masks.
Robbery squad had a pattern on 3 white males doing stick-ups with ski masks, driving a late model white Chevy, and that's what these 3 guys were driving when they got pulled over.
But with no ski masks.
It started off as a series of parking garage stick-ups 3 months ago. Recently switched to bars and grills and restaurants.
Any rapes?
No, this will be the first. So you sure they weren't driving around at 11 a.m. with ski masks on?
I meant on their person.
So, I'm in on these interviews?
Yeah.
Hey.
How's it going, detectives?
Why'd the cops have to chase you for 8 blocks before you pulled over?
It's more like 3 blocks. I couldn't find a place to pull over.
In the future, just as a general heads up, don't do crimes with 2 other guys. It opens the circle up too much.
That's true.
You found that too?
Oh, definitely. It's hard enough staying friends with one guy, making sure one guy doesn't run his mouth for whatever reason. But 2 other guys? I've never seen 3 guys hold up.
Last night at the Chatterbox.
Chatterbox. Isn't that a bar?
Yeah. One you and your friends were seen driving away from after you robbed it.
Well, we were driving around last night. But sticking up a bar, I think I would have remembered that.
You gamble much, Jake?
Who's playing?
You're betting 10 years that one of your 2 buddies isn't going to tell us about what happened, and whoever does gets the deal. The other 2 get the time.
You know, this would really make a whole lot more sense to me if I knew what the hell you were talking about.
All right, Jake. We're gonna make you stand in a lineup.
You can make me stand on my head and then do nothing.
I already spoke to the chief of these. I've been fielding calls from the press.
The commissioner's aiming to get a soundbite on the 6 o'clock news.
Can't give you much. Beyond investigations ongoing.
My general sense, that won't satisfy the commissioner.
He wants to announce an arrest? Meaning the arrest of the stick-up kids?
If that pans out?
And if it doesn't? An afternoon to clear a cop with 22 years on the job.
This is from the ivory tower, Lieutenant, not from me. And I'm not saying anyone's taking a position. Personally, I hope it pans out.
This is fancy.
Pleasant chat.
He just reiterated the need to corroborate your story.
Just came in to reiterate. Nothing about consequences, heat from the brass.
Commissioner wants a statement on the 6 o'clock news.
That I'm a collar?
Martin's was vague.
Guess that's going around.
Downtown called. They want you to head to Left Rack City. See the shrink.
Usually I give you a few days to settle down. Any sense of trying to get in front of something? Maybe get an early collar on a psycho cop likes to spray bullets?
Andy, Martin said no one's taken a position thus far.
You can tell.
Whatever he says, I guarantee no one around here has. And I don't need to tell you, watch what you say to the shrink.
Don't want to let my wacky side show.
Another reporter, Lieutenant. This one's from the Post.
Refer him to DCPI and anyone else from now on.
Can I
What brings you, counselor?
Keeping close by on that Sipowicz shooting. Also heard you had suspects on that rape at the Chatterbox Bar. How's that going?
Hell, we're trying to get them off their stories. They're gonna run lineups for the rape victim.
All right, I'll be taking a statement in anti-crime if you, need me.
You have a nice time the other night? I do recall a few smiles, and you did laugh once or twice.
I was taking time to phrase my answer. Yes, I had a nice time the other night.
You needed time to phrase that?
Well, a situation like this, it's best to be careful so no one gets the wrong idea.
Like maybe another date's in order?
Baldwin, has it crossed your mind that there's a real opportunity here for conflict of interest?
There's no regulation against detectives and ADAs. My research indicates it can work fairly well, if you wanted to.
You go on the internet?
I made a passing inquiry to Andy Sipowicz.
Well, I don't know if Sipowicz is the best place to get advice right now, but...
Because he's working out a jackpot?
You're confident it'll get worked out. Did they recover those kids' weapon?
Andy says it was a good shoot. I believe that. And why don't you?
I'm not saying I don't believe it was a good shoot. It's just, given his reputation and certain stories you hear...
Such as?
The drinking, for one.
Ancient history.
When a dinosaur like Sipowicz unloads on a car full of black kids and it ends up a possible jackpot, it wouldn't surprise me if it stayed a jackpot.
Well, it would surprise the hell out of me. And regardless of his past, Andy's the best damn detective I've ever met, dinosaur or not. I'll call if I need you for a lineup.
I'm sorry, but all press inquiries are being referred to the Deputy Commissioner of Public Information. Hold on a sec, I'll get it for you. 20th call today, not one of them has a number for DCPI.
Where's Andy?
Left Rack City, he's seeing the department psychiatrist.
Hey, he needs to look at this.
White kid's wallet under a parked car 2 blocks from the shooting. License specs fit Andy's description. Eli Beardsley, address in Soho.
Fax it to Left Rack so Andy can get a look at it. I'll get him on the phone. Tell him it's on the way.
How about that?
How do you do, Mrs. Beardsley?
Oh, Beth, please. The doorman mentioned names when he called up, but I forgot.
Diane Russell, Danny Sorensen.
And I'm not sure I know what this is regarding.
Actually, we were hoping to speak to your son.
Why?
Well, he's not in any kind of trouble, Mrs. Beardsley. We found his wallet, and we just wanted to ask if it'd been stolen.
Is he here, ma'am?
I just got back from my trainer, so I'm not sure. I'll go check.
Her attitude indicates the kid's had prior trouble.
BCI had him clean, but any rich kid trotting First Avenue at 6:30 isn't helping the needy.
Probably 10, 15 grand for this. I ought to pick one up for my bedroom.
They would get lost in the dirty laundry.
Forgot you had intimate knowledge of the bedroom area I meant. Now I don't know what I meant.
Eli, these are the detectives,
Russell and Sorensen.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said you guys found my wallet.
Yeah, someone dumped it under a parked car near First Avenue.
You know, Eli, if it's all the same to you, we'd prefer having this conversation down at the station house.
Why? I don't understand.
He can look at our mug books down there, see if he recognizes who stole his wallet.
Oh, well, I mean, there's nobody to recognize. I lost it 2 days ago.
It wasn't stolen maybe this morning?
No, it's been a couple of days. It fell out of my pocket on the subway. If you got it on you, though, I could use the ID tonight.
It's at the station house.
Any chance you were downtown near 9th and 1st Ave around 6:30 this morning?
No, he said he lost it 2 days ago.
Forget it, Mom. I wasn't there. I was here sleeping.
Eli, if you want to come by the station house later, we'll be there and we'll be happy to return your wallet.
Or take passport ID. You guys can just drop it in the mail.
You sure you don't want to come down?
Yeah. Is that it? All right.
Thanks for your time. That kid's pure skill, Diane. Skilly eyes, skilly habits.
Just no drug collars and nothing putting him downtown.
No way he's telling the truth.
Danny, I'm trying to think of a way to go at him.
Hey, what's your name?
Pete Vitello.
Yeah. What do you know about the kid in 6E?
He lives here.
What can you tell us about him?
Not a lot. You know, it's not my business.
You've been here a while, right? You tight with the tenants?
Most of them.
We know you don't want to talk out of school, but we need to know a few things on this kid.
Look, nothing specific, just a general sense of his character. And if you ever need assistance, or if a family member does, or a cousin, or a friend, or acquaintance, I don't care. You call me.
He's a major pain in the balls. The mother, too. It's like your dirt.
He keep odd hours?
He's a partier. He's pretty serious about it.
Like drinking serious?
Like he's done a few stints in drug rehab.
You see him come in this morning about 6:45 or 7 o'clock?
I come on at 8. The night guy'd know.
You have his home phone?
Yeah. I'll call him first. Let him know it's all right to talk. But so you know, he's got a habit of dozing off at work.
One last favor. If the kid leaves, call the cell number on that card.
No problem.
Pete, you're a fine American.
Detective, how does it make you feel that the shooting is presently questionable?
I'm confident it'll work itself out.
That's an intellectual response. I want to know how you feel about it.
I suppose a little anxious to put it to bed.
Where do you think that anxiety is coming from?
Spain.
Seriously, Detective. Do you think you're feeling anxiety because at root you feel you may have possibly been in the wrong?
No, it was a good shoot.
How do you feel about black people?
What's that got to do with anything?
Duty captain's report says that you rounded back after witnessing 2 black youths walking behind a white youth.
Yeah, they were scoping them out.
When you passed, they were separated by about 50 feet, you said. From that distance, how could you possibly know what they were doing?
I got enough years on the job to read body language.
Would you have rounded back if the 2 black youths had been white?
They weren't.
Certain folks in this field would say that that kind of answer, or lack thereof, is essentially a guilty admission.
So by not saying anything, what I'm really saying is I only went back because those kids were black.
Now, take it a step further and ask yourself, did I only shoot because they were black?
I shot because they had a gun on me.
Which hasn't been found.
What is this, huh? What are you trying to get me to admit?
Just the truth.
Did I roll around the block again because these kids were black? Maybe. But I might have done the same thing if they were white. I don't know because they weren't. What I do know for damn sure is I shot at that car because there was a gun pointing at me. That's it. No colors, no black, no white, just the gun.
If you rolled on them because of a prejudice, Detective, you can't just divorce yourself from that when it comes to the shooting.
You know what, Doc? I've had about enough of this crap. I'm leaving.
Detective Sipowicz, we have 42 minutes left.
Yeah, well, stick them in your ass.
This will be reflected in my report, Detective.
Stick your report in your ass, too.
You recognize anyone here?
This is the last lineup?
Don't worry about that. Just tell us if you recognize anyone.
Okay, but the guys who raped me, are they in this lineup?
If you recognize someone from last night, then tell us.
Number 4.
Relax in there a minute, guys.
Number 4 is one of the guys who raped me.
Come on, let's go talk outside.
Wait, he's one of them, right? Number 4?
No.
Can I just see that first lineup again?
It's okay if you don't recognize anyone.
I've been drinking. They had my face shoved in the sink. I couldn't see.
I know.
Okay, so what is going to happen now? They're just going to get free?
Come on.
You hear from Danny and Diane?
Well, last I heard, they were at Beards' apartment. They should be here any minute.
You all done with the shrink?
It wrapped up quick. I'm interested how they made out. That shrink report will not be favorable.
Guys, she couldn't ID.
There should be a different crowd at the bar by now, so we'll go back and recanvass.
And we're having the owner meet us there.
Yeah, how's she doing? McDowell.
Well, I think she's doing fine.
Me too. But I had some initial reservations, and I made a couple of calls.
She's not with IAB.
Yeah, that's what I found out.
But she pulls away?
Yeah, absolutely.
I got the facts. Where's that kid, Beardsley?
He wouldn't cop to it, Andy.
Wouldn't cop to what?
Wouldn't cop to being down there at all.
That was the kid. The same one from the photo.
We know, Andy.
Guys, inside. Pick the suspect first. Make sure we know where to find him.
Chances are Beardsley was on the street this morning copping dope, and he didn't want to admit it in front of his mother.
The doorman confirms he comes in loaded.
Kid's a skell. I didn't get that hit off him.
Dorman see Beardsley come in this morning?
No, and we checked with the night guy who didn't recall but was probably asleep.
Did you make any attempt to get him away from his mother?
We tried, but the mother blocked it.
So we're no place.
All right, we're going to change into soft clothes, and we're going to sit on the kid's place, and we're going to tail him till hopefully he makes a move to cop.
Will he be checking in with his schedule? Because I'll see to it that Gay John keeps the phones clear.
We figure he'll head out soon, seeing how he lost his money getting mugged, and he's been at home all morning waiting for his mom and her purse to get back from the gym.
Then you better get going.
No one's giving up, Andy.
Do you have faith I did the right thing this morning?
I believe your story, if that's what you're asking.
Because I don't care what else happens here as long as you know that I did the right thing out there.
If you're asking, do I think it's possible you shot at a car full of kids just because they're black? I don't.
That means a lot. I have respect for you.
I have respect for you, too.
Detective Sipowicz, Cynthia Bunin for you.
Hey, Cynthia, how's it going? Why wouldn't I be okay? Well, Eddie shouldn't have got you ruffled. It's just some administrative things need straightening out. Now, shootouts always get you tense, but I'm all right. There's nothing to worry about. Hey, listen, my lieutenant's calling me. I better call you back later, all right? Yeah. Okay, bye.
Tommy Rito?
Right here.
Detective Jones, Metaboy McDowell.
I've asked around people who were here last night, people in the neighborhood. 3 white kids with ski masks. That's it.
What did you see?
The gun in my face, then the floor.
Excuse me, sir. Could you move for us, please?
I'd prefer not to.
Well, I'd prefer that you did. So do me a favor and work on your afternoon heater at one of the tables over there.
This is my stool. I drink my drinks right here.
Branch out a little.
Go ahead, Ernie. Next round's on me.
I should hope so.
There you go.
Oh, jeez.
You should leave now, Ernie. Club soda?
Now, this is a half hour after closing. Place is locked up, but I had a couple of friends in here. I unlocked the door to let one of my friends out, and they all three came busting in.
How long have you owned this place?
16 years.
How long have you run it?
The whole time.
Get your ass in here. Now, I'm going to tell you this one time. Don't play dumb with me. Your problems will be compounded.
Because that's a felony. And a felon and his liquor license is soon parted.
Problems with employees stealing money. I checked the tape just for security.
Yeah? With your pants around your ankles?
That's not true.
Where's the VCR?
In my cabinet, in my office.
You record last night's rape?
I'm not sure.
When we check the VCR, the tape that's in there will have the rape on it?
I'm not sure.
If there's a fresh tape in the VCR, Tommy, which would indicate that you pulled the one from last night showing the rape, you better tell me now.
There's a new tape in the VCR.
Where's the tape from last night with the rape on it?
At my apartment.
Get him out of here before I do something wrong.
What are you thinking about?
How cornered I'd feel if I was in Andy's shoes.
I was a basket case looking at getting thrown off the job, but this, I'm facing real charges, maybe a night in jail, I'd be huddled in a corner. I don't mean to bring up something if it's a dead topic, but we had a bit of an uncomfortable moment in this apartment earlier.
The, intimate knowledge of your apartment.
It was completely unintentional.
I guess, given our history, there are certain minefields we may step into time to time.
Yeah, on the way to a comfortable status quo.
A rocky step occasionally, and then, smooth sailing.
But no offense taken?
Of course not.
Good, because I felt like a complete idiot.
So did I.
There's our boy. Sorensen. Great, Pete, thanks. That was Pete the doorman with a heads up on Beardsley.
Lesson being, don't treat your doorman like dirt.
Yeah, I'll remember that when I have one.
So what's up, man? You home?
Hold it up, Eli.
Hey, you looking to take a drive, too?
No, ma'am.
Spit it out, huh? Spit it out! Spit it out or I'll whack you unconscious. Now pull it out!
What's wrong? I hate me so much, man.
It's the world's fault you're a dope fiend.
My wife hated it. Made me shave it off. I'll catch up with you. Hey. So what happened this morning?
I came in with my belt off the loop. That make the wire service too?
What are we talking about?
You playing Associated Press to your niece, Cynthia. Or she got some other precinct mole filled her in on my shooting.
Andy, you just came up in conversation.
Well, I don't like being a subject of your conversations, Eddie.
You know, she was my niece before she was your girlfriend.
Girlfriend. We had a few dinners, Gibson. And regardless of our relationship status, my business in this house stays in this house. All right? Until I say different.
I agree to that entirely. But situation like this, how are you going to blame me?
Meaning somehow it's vital information to her. I was involved in a shooting?
It just came up in conversation.
Or you're giving her heads up that it's a potential jackpot.
You know, I got nothing but confidence this will work out.
Just you'll be jumping off the ship about now and inviting all family to join suit.
Andy, I have nothing but the best intentions.
See, now I know why Giuliani didn't give you guys no raise.
You do, huh?
Yeah, because you guys are clueless. Hey, so don't go blaming the mayor for getting stiff. Blame yourselves. You deserve it.
Lodge these two idiots in the cells.
Don't let this moron get to you.
Hey, don't sweat it, Mitch, all right? They're just dicking us around.
Bye, Jake.
So what looking at, Mitch, is after the three you heisted the chatterbox. Jake watched the front door while you and Terry took that woman into the bathroom and raped her.
Just because you keep saying that doesn't mean I'll believe it.
You ever seen what it looks like? A girl getting raped?
No.
Maybe you should. Maybe you should see what you look like raping a woman.
You'll be pushing up your ski mask here in a second, Mitch. So will Terry.
Look at what you did last night. Look. Look at it. Look at what you did to her. I'll drive your head through the tube.
We were high. We were too high.
Unless you want a jury in a courtroom with your friends and family to see that, you better tell us what happened.
Okay, just turn it off. Come on, just turn it off. All right, look, first things first. I can have my lawyer here in like 2 minutes. And he's tough. They call him the Barracuda.
Yeah. Should we call your mother and have her arrange it?
Which brings us to our second thing. I won't call the Barracuda if there's any way that we can make sure that she stays ignorant to what happened this morning.
You go first, Eli.
No, I need a written guarantee that this won't get back to her.
Oh, you're not getting the situation, Eli. Your balls all shriveled from junk use. They're ours for the breaking.
But if you make full disclosure on what happened on the street this morning, maybe the dope goes away.
Then exactly what time am I gonna get out of here?
Because you missed your wake-up shot, and then with us coming along this afternoon, you're getting a little itchy?
This morning, were you on 9th and 1st?
Yes.
Doing what?
Scoring. I was on my way home. Two black guys jumped me, they put a gun to my head, and they grabbed my wallet.
And you're dope.
A plainclothes cop, he pulled up, and he stopped him.
Might have saved your life.
Yeah, well, he couldn't save the dope.
Keep going before you get a smack.
Told me to get in his car, and we chased him until we saw him stopped at a light.
And you know this is the same car. Why?
I recognized the guy in the back seat. He had the gun.
You saw the gun?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of hard to miss. It was like nickel-plated, really ghetto fabulous.
At what point did you duck out?
When he pulled out the gun, the cop unloaded. I was like, later.
All right, I need you to write everything down you just said.
You could have said that before, maybe saved us a little time.
I hate to break it to you, Eli, but you've got a few more chores to do. Viewing a lineup, so forth. It's going to take some time.
Exactly how much time?
Till you're sweating like you made the cops sweat today. Right.
I'll call Martens. Get a uniform to bring in the kid from the hospital.
Telephone, Lieutenant.
What? Andy?
Kid on the rape robbery's writing a statement.
Good work.
That's a hell of a thing about Sipowicz.
I guess next time with a situation like this, I should give it time to shake out.
You could lighten up a bit, too.
Maybe that, too. Got dinner plans?
You asking me out? Let me get back to you.
At your leisure, Detective.
Hey. Michelle, it's 8 o'clock.
I'll see you there.
Connie, you got a minute? Good work on that rape robbery today.
Thanks.
You get along all right overall?
Fine.
So, career-wise, you partial to floating from squad to squad? Or would you prefer settling down?
It would have to be in the right squad.
Is this the right squad?
Absolutely.
Great. Bro call. You've been assigned. I hope that's okay with you.
Happy to be here.
That Burt kid wrapped up?
Yeah. I'm a cousin at the hospital. Diane called and said he flipped. Apparently, the two college kids, they like to reconnect with their street pal in between midterms. So they do stick-ups to prove they still got street chops.
How's his condition? The one that was in surgery.
Oh, stable.
Glad of that. Danny, I can't express enough gratitude.
It's all in a day's work.
Don't be an idiot now.
Seriously, though, you've gotten me out of a lot of scrapes and one very serious jackpot. I'm happy that I could pay back even part of that.
You did good work today. You're a good cop.
Means a lot. Night.
Night.
Two in the head, close range. Looks like he's been in here maybe a week.
That's like the mob leaving flowers. You whack a guy, throw him in a trunk, then dump him outside a social club till the stink gets even worse than usual. I take it we got witnesses crawling out the woodwork, this being headquarters for the Scarpelli crime family. You.
Me?
No, Jimmy Hoffa over there. Come on.
How come you're breaking my balls? I didn't do nothing.
You ever seen this guy before?
What guy?
Let's try that again, asshole.
Ah, come on!
You recognize him now?
Let me up. I'm gonna puke.
Just keep it off me.
It looks like Eddie. Eddie Testa.
And who's Eddie Testa?
It's just some guy. I'm gonna call my attorney. I'm gonna sue you for harassment. You're a pussy.
Guy's calling his attorney for being harassed, and he's calling me a pussy.
Squad, Lieutenant Fancy. This is me. Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah, thanks.
Hey, Doc. I'm Detective Russell. This is Detective McDowell.
Harold Zakian, urologist. Well, deep arteries completely severed. Otherwise, he's stable.
Just out of curiosity, how much of the thing did he lose?
I'd say about half. Any news on the missing part? The quicker we find it, better chance of making this guy whole again.
Keep your fingers crossed.
Who are you?
I'm Detective Russell. This is Detective McDowell from the 15th Squad.
They sent female detectives?
Got a problem with that, Vincent?
Why don't you just tell us what happened?
I met him in the subway when I got off the D train. He's one of those street types who hangs out on the platform.
I mean, a hustler. You get his name?
No.
What'd this guy look like?
Black. About 5'4", kinky hair. He winked at me.
So, after he let you know he was available,
He took me up to the men's room.
do you remember which one?
Not really. Far into the station, I think. You know the rest.
You tell us. Might help us find the guy.
Well, we're in the stall, and he's doing what he does, and suddenly I feel a sharp pain. And I see he's holding a knife. And now there's blood everywhere, and half my thing is gone.
Any idea why he'd do that to you?
Absolutely none.
What happened to the part he cut off? Uniform officers didn't find it.
I looked around the floor, I didn't see it. Maybe he took it with him.
Okay, we're gonna try to find who did this. Maybe he can tell us where it is.
Fine.
I made captain.
That's great news.
Thanks, Greg.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Bob.
We're gonna miss you around here.
Yeah, me too.
Congrats.
Thanks.
What's going on? Fancy find that missing popo we heard about?
The lieutenant's being promoted to captain.
No kid.
When did word come down?
Just now. Isn't it wonderful?
Hey, boss, no one deserves this more than you.
Thank you, Danny.
Ditto for me.
When you getting made?
Next Tuesday.
Whoa, that's quick.
Anyways, at that social club, DOA in the trunk, we figured some rival family dumped the car outside.
So whoever did it was sending the message.
One of them wise guys stopped scratching his balls long enough, give us tentative ID of the victim, Eddie Testa.
We'll check in with OCCB and have Auto Squad do a lawman search on the car.
Good.
Look, I don't mean to sound like a killjoy, but why are you doing this, huh? I mean, lieutenant in the detectives bureau, you're already making captains pay. For all you know, they'll put you back in the bag.
Well, they told me they're going to do what they can to retain me in the bureau.
Well, when you're out in far Rockaway working some serial purse snatcher, don't say nobody warned you.
Thanks for your concern, Andy.
Any idea who's replacing you?
Nope.
No names mentioned, nothing like that?
I hear anything, you'll be the first to know.
9 years breaking this guy in, he just ups and leaves.
Come on, Andy. You don't expect someone to turn down a promotion.
Detective, I believe I heard something this morning about a missing male member.
Yeah.
This call just came in. A thumb's been located at the ATM machine at the Citizens Bank at 3rd and 12th.
A thumb.
That's what they said. A thumb.
Well, it's a couple blocks from the subway station.
Come on, what kind of jerk is going to confuse something the size of a thumb with what you're looking for?
Trust me, Detective, there's a lot of them out there that could be confused with a thumb.
Come check it out.
Fancy knows who's replacing him.
Who?
He says that he don't.
So you think he's holding out on us?
I know he's holding out on us. What I don't know is why. Hey, Kasukas, Andy Sipwitz. I got a favor to ask.
So where is it?
Right there on the ATM. I called EMS.
Tell you one thing, that ain't no thumb.
If it is, it's missing a nail.
And that's half. No wonder my wife threw me out.
Lady over there is the one who found it. Name's Allison Hopkins. Have EMS get that to Bellevue. There's a guy there looking forward to a family reunion.
I'm Detective Russell. This is Detective McDowell. Could you tell us what happened?
I was short on cash, so I went to use the ATM. As I stuck in my card, I noticed this thumb lying there next to the deposit slips. I found a security guard, and I guess he called the police.
You didn't see who left it there?
No. Whoever it was must be crazy. Cut off someone's thumb, leave it lying there like that?
It isn't actually a thumb.
No. Then what is it?
A penis.
Actually, half a penis.
That's sick and disgusting. Even for New York.
Food no good?
Nah, it's early in the day for me having lunch.
Uncle Eddie mentioned you seemed a little upset with him, telling me about that shooting.
Seems like you two got some kind of direct pipeline.
I guess he figured if you were in trouble, I'd want to know.
Look, It's just that I prefer passing on my own news in my own time instead. He tells, or you call me.
I'm sorry.
Hey, it's not worth getting into a hassle over.
I don't want you to think I'm trying to put pressure on you, Andy. It's just, you're the first man I've met in a long time that I care about.
I care about you too, Cynthia.
I hear a but in there.
Thing is, I don't know if I can give you what you're looking for.
Is that the question, or is it that you don't know if I can give you what you're looking for?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
We're not kids, Andy. Either of us. At 42, my second favorite word is no.
Why does it have to be yes or no? What about, I got a high-stress job and a 5-year-old kid to raise, and let's just see how it goes.
Okay, let's do that. See how it goes. Photos off the ATM. Match the description the victim gave us.
You got an idea where to look for this guy?
Transit cops said there's homeless guys that give Hummers in the men's rooms. Some of them sleep in these old deserted subway tunnels.
Yeah, thanks for getting back to me. Dalto. Susan Dalto. Spell that. D-A-L-T-O. Okay, thanks. This woman, Lieutenant Dalto, that's who's replacing Fancy. She's coming over from the rat squad.
Oh, jeez.
This is a disaster.
Well, in the meantime, the blisters come back. The slugs were fired out of a .22 pistol.
Weapon of choice?
Yeah, the DOA, he was a low-level button man for Scarpelli. OCCB heard that maybe he was banging some broad he shouldn't have.
Thinking with his dick? Step up for most of these guys.
That lawman search may be the jackpot. That car Testa got dumped in was stolen last week.
There's a shock.
Yeah, but 4 days ago, there was a traffic summons issued in Brooklyn off the automatic camera. Driver ran a light.
This is the driver?
Yeah, I got that from Auto Crimes.
I know this guy. I've seen him lots of times.
Who is he?
I don't know.
Some guy you collared?
No, not like that. It's some guy that you see around. Baldwin.
Yeah.
You know this guy?
No. You know this guy, Greg?
Sure. Yeah, that's the guy that runs Karamazov's Pizza over on Mulberry Street. How come?
Thanks.
We'll let you know what we find.
Lawman search kicks out a photo off a traffic summons. Andy and Greg recognize the guy owns a local pizza joint.
So, check with OCCB, then go grab him up.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking.
Something else?
How come you don't tell us a replacement for you's already been picked?
What are you talking about?
Source at 1PP's never steered me wrong says it's a woman out of the rat squad named Susan Dalto.
Andy, as far as I know, nothing's been decided. Try not to get yourself all worked up.
Yeah, right.
Look, if it makes you feel any better, I'll put a call into personnel myself.
I think that's Andy's way of saying he's gonna miss you like hell. No surprise, I guess, OCCB shows that this guy's got ties to the Marino family.
Yeah, them guys in the Marino family. It was one of them almost killed me 8 years ago.
Yeah, I remember hearing something about it.
Took 5 slugs. Put me in a coma. Took a couple right in my ass. Couldn't sit down for months without one of them pillows.
Ouch. Well, I'm glad you made it.
It was after coming through that I quit drinking.
Looks like our guy.
Let him get in his car.
Get out of the car! Right. Get out! Get out of the car. Hands up. Put your hands up. You packing, Charlie?
What's this? You need it to stir your tomato sauce?
Oh, I'm sure he's got a permit for that, Andy.
Let's have uniform respond and have a car brought in.
Hey, Vinny, call my lawyer.
Okay.
Hank, stick this guy in the pokey.
Okay, you're welcome. Detective.
What is it, John?
Forgive me, but that name you mentioned earlier, Susan Dalto, is she being considered as a replacement for Lieutenant Fancy?
Yeah. Why?
I hate to say this because I like it here very much, but if that woman is going to be replacing Lieutenant Fancy, I'd have to think about transferring out.
You saying you know her?
I'm afraid so. She's a member of the Gay Officers Action League.
Goal? She's a member of Goal?
Actually, she's quite active in the organization. And if you don't mind my saying, she's a real ball buster.
Gerald Holtzman representing Charles Karamazov?
Yes, Mr. Holtzman.
Jerry Holtzman. Another mob lawyer come to protect the rights of another scumbag.
Detective Sipowicz.
How'd you get here so quick?
I was on my way to court and I got a call. So, was my information correct? Do you have Mr. Karamazov in custody?
Yeah.
I'd like to see it.
Of course you would, counselor.
Does he have your number?
So far, the only thing we've seen are rats.
Yeah, these homeless types are pretty resourceful, Diane. They're down here. They'll have cats to take care of the rats.
What good is that gonna do? Some of these rats are bigger than cats.
Hey, you, come here. You recognize this guy? Please, don't move.
Don't shoot. We ain't done nothing.
What's your name?
Terry Lawrence.
How long you live down here, Terry?
Me? Must be about 2 years now.
How do you stand it?
Compared to what? Being on the street combing garbage cans? Getting your ass whipped by some Fruit Loop in some shelter?
You recognize this guy?
Sure, that's Shorty Boom.
That's his name, Shorty Boom?
Uh-huh. Crazy little dude, hustles tricks.
You know where we can find him?
He done something?
What, he was lawyer? Answer the question.
Shorty's here last night. He left a couple hours ago to go do his thing.
And you haven't seen him since?
You want to keep your spot down here, tell us what you know.
Might find him on the uptown Lexington Avenue line of 14th Street in the men's room. One of his favorite spots.
All right, thanks.
How long's that shyster weasel Holtzman been in there?
Going on an hour.
Greaseball client of his must be having trouble getting his lies straight.
Let this Karamazov lie all he wants. We got his picture in the car, the weapon matched up to ballistics.
Detectives, as a prerequisite to further discussion, my client would like to have present representatives of both the district attorney and U.S. Attorney's office.
For what? So we can make some half-assed deal?
Mr. Karamazov is prepared, under the right circumstance, to provide considerable information on several dozen unsolved homicides. But until the DA and U.S. Attorney are present, he shall remain mute.
Your client's conscience is bothering him. He can unburden himself when they're strapping him down to give him the needle.
I'm offering you an opportunity, detectives. We can do this here, and you can clear cases. Or you can have my client arraigned, and I will have him out of your hands making the calls myself. It's up to you.
We make those calls, he better have something.
What my client is looking for is a deal where he never spends a day in jail.
If he's looking for us not to charge him with the murder of Eddie Testa, he better have something solid.
In 30 years, as a made member of the Marino crime family, Mr. Karamazov has committed 27 murders. In addition, he has knowledge on dozens committed by others, some right here in this precinct.
Full written disclosure and trial testimony.
On all homicides.
Miss Haywood? Let's see what he's got to say.
I'm assuming this means we've got a deal?
So in other words, for this guy killing 27 people, he figures his punishment should be a new condo with a lap pool in Phoenix next door to Sammy the Bull.
Or perhaps he settled for a jacuzzi.
So who you want to know about? Chiquino Ducci, two in the back of the head, gouged his eyes out in 85. Jimmy Apes, ice pick in the year in 91.
Charlie, here's a list of uncleared homicides from this precinct. Your lawyer said you had information.
Oh, yeah. Vinny Manacuzzi, Stevie Lopez, Lou Capazzoli. Yeah, these three of mine. Yeah. Ricky Rivera, that wasn't me. But I know who did it. Not that I minded, it's just a little prick getting whacked.
Ricky Rivera was that Colombian dealer.
Yeah, he got whacked in 91. He was paying tribute to us on his coke deals. We lost a nice little income stream on that one. And they gave me the contract on the guy who did it.
How about you give us that name?
Kenny Sotomayor.
Is that part of some drug war, this Kenny whacking Rivera?
Nah, it's strictly freelance. Kenny was a college kid. Hunter Ford, one of them places. I combed the 5 boroughs looking for him.
And what happened when you found him?
Never did. Looked for him for 6 months. Just one poof.
How about him?
Yeah, Paulie Scoffo, that fat, no-good mope. 88, 89, tried to sink his hooks into the roofers union. That's Marino's. So I pack a bomb full of them big roofers' nails. I stuck it under his porch. Bye-bye, Paulie.
Really think the stench of piss was going to be any less in here than where we just came from?
Oh, police! Hold up and zip him up! Oh, my God!
Put your hands up.
Oh, my God!
Okay, now open the door. Come out nice and slow.
Both of you.
Man, I can explain, man. Yeah. Shorty's going to explain what he was doing standing with his feet in the bag while this guy was sitting down on a can.
What's your name?
Oh, is this really necessary?
Yes.
William Kaufman.
Where do you work, William?
On Wall Street.
For who on Wall Street?
Parsons and Company.
Yeah? What brings you uptown? Shorty, one of your experts in emerging markets? I'm sure you're aware soliciting sex is a crime.
Officers, please. I have a wife. I have 2 daughters.
Are we ever going to find you here again?
No, absolutely not.
Take your bag and get out of here. You have no idea how lucky you are. I don't get it. Oxman, this guy. The Shorty's a real skate. Must be part of the charm.
Can a brother make a buck? So this Kenny Sotomayor that Karamazov gave us, looks like he's a customs officer at JFK.
Customs officer.
I'm calling local colleges, find a Kenny Sotomayor dropped out of Fordham in 91. They give me a social security number. BCI runs it through the federal database. Up comes Kenneth Sotomayor, who went in the Army for 4 years, joined customs in 95.
A lot of guys join up to stay out of jail. This guy joins the Army to stay alive.
But going overseas explains why Karamazov never found him.
Josh, stick this guy in interview 3. We'll be right in.
Right.
Got any toothpaste?
Yeah, in my locker.
Yeah, make sure he uses the whole tube of it before we talk to him.
Remember that dealer, Ricky Rivera, got whacked in his car?
91.
This Karamazov gives us a name, Kenny Sotomayor. Ran him through the feds. He's working U.S. Customs at JFK.
Maybe that's a cover for him dealing.
Saying there's feds could be involved in drug dealing?
We'll put in a call to his supervisor.
Listen, I just spoke with personnel. Looks like you were right. New squad commander's Lieutenant Susan Dalto from IAB.
We're really getting someone from the rat squad?
And that's how it looks.
Well, thanks for the heads up.
Yeah, thanks.
What's going on?
Fancy's replacement is coming over from the Rat Squad.
A rat squad?
Lieutenant Dalto to see Lieutenant Fancy. Don't I know you?
John Irvin from Goal. I'm the PAA here.
Sweet.
Lieutenant Fancy's office is right back there.
Who's that?
That's Lieutenant Dalto from the Rat Squad. She's replacing Fancy.
Oh, boy.
I knew I should have ditched the hippo before she came.
And that's coming from the same tribe. John here says he's considering a transfer.
You know Lieutenant Dalto, John?
Behind her back at Goal, some refer to her as the winemaker.
What does that mean?
Something about crushing grapes. Only I think it's a metaphor, if you take my meaning.
Anyway, I just wanted to stop by and offer my congratulations.
Well, I appreciate that.
While I was here, I was thinking maybe I could look at some files, personnel folders, like that.
Well, I don't see why not.
I know I don't get started till next week. I just wanted to get a jump on things. I've been looking forward to a command assignment for some time. I can't wait to dive in and get my hands dirty.
Well, we'll set you up right in here. 10 cards. Personnel files.
What you saw up there in that bathroom? I can explain it.
Oh, we're sure you can.
That was his idea. Man in the suit. He come on to me.
And the shopping bag one guy stands in so cops only see one pair of feet, that his idea too?
See, Shorty, the shopping bag. That's something a pro would do. We know that bathroom's one of the spots you bring your tricks.
Oh, so you gotta bust down the door just to catch a guy making a buck.
If he was paying you, how come it was you in the bag and him down there doing you?
That's how he wanted.
You have any other tricks this morning before Mr. Rockefeller?
That was my first.
See, that's a lie, Shorty.
No. See, first, I picked up some cans. Had me a donut. Next thing, y'all broke in on me in that stall.
You didn't stop by the bank on 3rd Avenue.
What? Give me a loan? Why would I go in the bank?
Maybe it's warm. You picked there to leave a little deposit.
It's not me.
Maybe you got a problem with short-term memory, because that's you. Dropping off what's left of a guy's penis you hacked off this morning. Don't make us bring that poor guy here from Bellevue to make an ID. Because either way, you're going down for this. No pun intended. You want this to be you're just some psycho, Shorty? You brought him up there to cut off his Jimmy, and that's intent. I don't believe you brought him there to do that. Something must have happened.
My use is $15. So we get up there. This guy wanna give me 10.
This is the guy you cut.
I'm hungry, so I go for it. Times is tough. So he gives me the 10, gets in the bag. I start doing my thing. Now he's giving me instructions, telling me how he wants it. Now I'm getting irritated.
I could see why, after him asking for a discount.
Exactly. Now I can't stop thinking about the $5 he took off. So I take $5 worth off him.
$1 an inch, huh, Shorty?
Mm-hmm.
Doc, how'd it go with Vincent? All sewn back together again?
He turned it down.
Say that again?
Vincent refused the reattachment. Brought in a psych consult, but he's adamant.
Hey, Vincent. How you feeling?
They got me on a lot of medication.
You feel up to making a confirming ID on the guy who cut you? I brought some pictures.
That's him.
You're sure?
Something like this happens, you don't forget the face of who did it. Did you find that bastard?
We found him in a subway men's room hustling someone else.
Oh, God. Did he cut that man's thing off, too?
Vincent, I know it's not any of our business, but the doctor said you turned down the opportunity for them to sew you back up.
Because you were afraid of the pain?
No. Couldn't hurt any worse than it already did.
Didn't they say you'd be better off with it reattached?
Look, detective, I have been robbed. I have been beaten countless times. I've been humiliated. And still, I can't stop myself. I can't stop myself from picking up strange men. The fact that I'm here, that says it all, doesn't it?
Vincent, are you sure about this?
I know it seems extreme, but this is how I want it.
What's going on?
The new squad commander's doing fancy. Susan Dalto, coming over from the rat squad.
Ouch.
Yeah, her and Fancy, they've been locked in there like an hour.
Probably running down every last wrong thing we ever done.
Maybe she's got questions on procedure coming over from IAB to a detective squad.
Yeah, well, Fancy spent more time talking to her than he did all of us the whole time he was here.
Excuse me. Bradley Odom, Supervisor, U.S. Customs.
Yeah, I'm Andy Sipowicz. My partner, Danny Sorensen.
Thanks for coming over so quick.
Sure. That message you left was pretty cryptic.
We didn't think it was appropriate to talk about over the phone.
Well, now I'm here.
How long you known Kenny Sotomayor?
Kenny? 5 years, ever since he's been a customs agent. How come?
We got reason to believe he's involved in a homicide took place 4 years prior to that.
No, that can't be right.
The information's solid, or else you wouldn't be here.
Kenny Sotomayor is the finest officer I ever worked with. He's tough, he's honest, and he works his tail off no matter how crappy the detail.
I know this maybe comes as a shock. That's why we came to you first.
Who is he supposed to have killed anyway?
It was drug-related.
Drug-related? Do you remember that bust at JFK a month ago? 40 keys of smack comes in from Peru. Kenny Sotomayor is the one who sniffed those guys out first. Does that sound to you like someone that goes out and does murder over drugs?
This was a long time ago.
We were hoping you would call him and tell him we wanted to talk to him about a collar we just made.
You want me to lie to him so he comes in on his own?
Or we can send someone to pick him up in front of his fellow officers.
Understand something here. Kenny's like a son to me. That's how strong I feel about him. I know he didn't do this. This is Supervisor Odom. I'm over at the 15th precinct. Can you get Kenny Sotomayor over here?
Lieutenant, I don't want to tell you how to do your job, but looking over these files.
This is a detective squad. This isn't about numbers or looking good at Comstat.
Let's take Sipowicz. This past drinking problem.
And I think you'll find his record the past couple of years is pretty exemplary.
His last 3 partners have all had run-ins with IAB. Sorensen's had a series of them.
Look, you're coming from IAB. You know any detective doing his job is going to have some beefs on him.
My coming from IAB, I know what a mess this squad is.
These are good detectives. Instead of jumping down their throats, why don't you give them a chance?
Ease into it, you're saying?
Get them working with you.
That's helpful advice. Thanks for the input.
Let's get you introduced. This is Lieutenant Dalto. She's taking over as squad commander. I'd like to have a few words.
I'm Susan Dalto. I've been on the job 18 years. This is my first assignment in the Detective Bureau, but I have taken the criminal investigators course, so I think I've got a pretty good handle on the basics of running a detective squad. You're Detective Medavoy?
Call me Greg. My partner, Baldwin Jones.
Right. As far as moving teams around, matching up strengths with weaknesses, let's just relax a couple weeks till I get to know you.
Connie McDowell, Diane Russell, Andy Sipowicz, Danny Sorensen.
No offense to Lieutenant Fancy, but I like to do things by the numbers. I believe in following rules. Like filing DD-5s within 3 business days of catching a case. And making all your requests for time off 5 days in advance. No calling in that morning saying that you don't feel like working that day. And personal discipline. That means a shave for you gentlemen and proper footwear for the females. You never know when you might have to act like a police officer. But we've got time for all this. As far as I'm concerned, we start out fresh You do a good job for me, and I'll treat you with respect. Anyone disrespects me, you'll be looking for another assignment. Simple as that. Anyone got any questions?
When do you start?
It's effective next week. Lieutenant Fancy will be here to ease the transition. Just wanted to say I'm looking forward to working with you, Detective. It's obvious from your folder you can be a damn good cop when you feel like it.
That's supposed to be a compliment.
Just call it an observation.
Kenny Sotomayor, I got a call from my boss. Some detectives want to see me.
I'm Detective Sipowicz. This is my partner, Detective Sorensen.
Kenny Sotomayor, U.S. Customs. Boss said you wanted to ask me some questions about that Kennedy bus, huh?
Yeah, Kenny, we heard you did good work.
Lucky's all.
Why don't you follow us?
Hey, Cap.
This is Lieutenant Fancy. He said it's okay for me to be here as long as it's okay with you.
Why wouldn't it be okay with me? What's this about?
Kenny, we're not here to talk to you about the bust.
What then?
Ricky Rivera.
Ever since it went down, every breathing minute I've been waiting for a knock at my door. You know what that's like? I guess I don't have the right to wear this anymore. Probably never did.
Tell us about it.
I was in college. Me and some guys from the neighborhood, we like to get high. Pretty soon we were strung out. A buddy hooked us up with some Colombians who ran coke. I started doing deliveries, and one day I figured I'd cut out the middleman. So I gave Rivera his stash, he gave me my cut, then I shot him in the back of the head.
Just like that?
I knew I screwed up. Now, what was I thinking? Plus, this guy was connected, so I joined the army, got sent to Germany.
Figured you'd wait it out overseas.
Yeah, I did it to get away, but I liked the military. I liked serving my country. When my hitch ended and the dust settled, I decided to go into law enforcement.
And you've been a damn fine officer.
I wanted to give something back, be someone good, live my life over for that horrible mistake. I also knew that someday there'd be a knock at my door, and I promised myself that when it did come, I wouldn't duck. I got a favor if it's not too much.
What's that?
When you take me out, do I have to wear the uniform so those cops downstairs can see?
We'll get you a change of clothes. Cuff you in the front, lay a coat over.
Thanks.
I, for one, am looking forward to getting home, spending my night zonked out in front of the tube.
I'm gonna take Kenny down to central booking. Maybe I'll call in sick tomorrow.
Oh, you gotta do that 5 days in advance.
Marshals and me, we've come to collect my client. Make sure he gets a good night's sleep at a hotel for his busy day tomorrow with the U.S. Attorney.
You just tell him to keep away from that room service lasagna. You never know what's in it.
Well, I don't think you need to worry, Detective. I'm sure Mr. Karamazov will have food delivered from his own restaurant.
In that case, he's really got to worry. You ever eaten there?
For the kind of money he pays me, I will eat anywhere he wants. Charlie, they treat you well?
No complaints.
Good.
Thanks again for letting me walk out like this.
Yeah, I'll see you downstairs.
So, I got a nice room booked for you at a hotel. You ready to get some sleep?
Yeah, all that talking's got me bushed.
Makes you sick. Guy kills 27 people. He's going to a hotel. This guy whacks one no good, lousy dope slinger. Turns his whole life around. He's going to do 25 to life.
Yeah, some country.
Night, guys. Yeah, night, boss. Congratulations again.
Hey, thanks, Danny. Yeah, good night. I don't want you thinking I'm not happy for you, if that's how it seems.
Well, thanks, Andy.
You know me, it takes me a long time to get used to someone. Plus, I may not be the easiest guy to get along with myself.
All things considered, I think we've done all right.
I think last couple of years we got an understanding. Maybe I've been on this job too long. Took 9 years breaking you in. Now look what I got.
Yeah. Things got a way of working out. She came on too strong. She'll learn better.
Anyways, that's not your problem no more, is it?
9 years with this squad, and you think I don't care? If I'm retained at the Bureau, you come to me.
Yeah. Maybe we can talk it over back at the rib joint.
How about this time we have Italian? You're a damn good cop, Andy. You take care of yourself.
Yeah. Anyways, I gotta get down to the central booking. Congratulations, Captain.
I'm saying we're avoiding the squad by meeting these folks face to face, when normally you'd make a phone call.
After Dalto officially starts, we get a roll call of waiter tours.
Meaning a lot of wasted energy juggling schedules.
Hey, you want to work with your balls constantly broke over spelling errors in your fives?
No.
Then we juggle our schedules and look for Jimmy Hoffa. I am done with her trying to teach me to be robo-detective.
What's next on this ground ball?
The second witness. We stop in, see him, see if his memory's clear at any.
Where's he live?
Poughkeepsie. Look at this idiot.
Hey, stop! It's a clunky change purse you got there.
Put it down, put your hands up.
Look, friend's pet shop with belly up. He said I could pawn it, all right?
What's your name?
Frederick Albert Finetti.
No, your friend sell donuts at his pet shop?
I got a very good explanation.
You already gave it to us, and it ain't very good.
Come on, let's take a ride. Or should we give him the uniform? I don't know if Poughkeepsie can wait.
Josh, interview 3.
Anything going down?
Been in there an hour.
Surprised she hasn't come out to bounce a quarter off her bunks. Maybe she's just overcompensating right now, you know, job jitters she's working on.
The woman's a walking fist.
Here's your sheet on that Frederick Finetti. I'm telling you, computer's amazing. They're gonna make us obsolete one day.
Yeah? Where's the sign-up sheet?
Never been collared for a burglary before. Just a couple possessions.
Computer also tells us there's been a rash of burglaries in that area. A bunch of apartments been hit.
Could be Frederick's got a new act to feed his habit.
Look at that. She couldn't wait one more day for Fancy to leave before taking over his desk. He's really leaving.
Sit, Frederick.
Freddie's fine. Do you mind if I stand? I got a chronic displacement.
Must be lugging all those heavy stolen goods.
Oh, no. Today's my cherry attempt with this kind of thing.
Are you sure about that? Never took off an apartment here or there?
Hey, your pacing's making me nauseous. Sit down, we'll talk about your future.
You got a drug problem, Freddie?
See, that's not the future, man. That's the past.
The very recent past, seeing how you took a possession collar 3 weeks ago.
And since you don't look like the day job type, we're gonna make the crazy assumption that you steal to support your habit.
I don't have that
Freddie,
habit. I don't.
If you're gonna lie, don't speak.
Cop to your other burglaries, and we'll package them for one plea with the DA. You'll probably get a year and some time in a program.
Or pace around a room and whine about your back, and we'll run your prints against every burglary in the city, and you'll wind up with 5 years when you could have had just the one.
Isn't there any way we work towards no years?
Yeah, get us the Lindbergh, baby.
Freddie, the burglaries. Okay. I did a few places. Few meaning what, 10? More like 2. Or 6. Apartments in the East Village, okay? No one was home, nobody got hurt.
Addresses and what you stole.
I don't know addresses. But I do know the buildings. Let's go. You point them out.
Lieutenant? How far can you run in those heels?
Far as I need. I wouldn't wear them if I thought
I have a
they'd
policy relative to pursuing a perp that my detectives wear a more athletic type shoe. Okay? Thanks.
Boss, we'll be on the air if anything jumps off.
Good. Make sure you monitor it.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Lieutenant. Crazy day on the F line.
It's okay, John.
But make sure you put in a slip for that half hour. I'm gonna go get some things out of my car. That's the last time being late will be okay around here.
Yes, ma'am.
Lieutenant.
Sorry.
2 of my former IAB detectives were supposed to be bringing my boxes over. Please call and find out what's taking so long. And put that away.
Got a sec?
Sure.
Is the ink dry on my transfer?
All I can tell you is hang in there. These things have a way of working themselves out.
Part of the appeal of being assigned to the squad was the chance to work under you.
Well, whether it's going to be me or Lieutenant Dalto, you'll be spending most of your time working your cases with your partner. That won't change.
So the ink's dry.
Do you have recourse? Yeah. Do you want to catch a rep as someone who can't work with certain bosses and keeps bouncing from squad to squad? You tell me.
To be honest, knowing myself, the feelings I'm having, if I stick around under her, maybe I won't just bounce to another squad. Maybe I end up saying something, gets me bounced out of the bureau.
Or maybe, like I said, things work themselves out.
Fire escape to this place is a little shaky, but I just dropped down, jimmy the window, boom, I'm in.
Thinks he's Spider-Man.
What'd you get? Some cash, a watch with a calculator in it, 5 Nintendo game boxes, cartridges.
That it? What a guy, you got a mind like a steel trap. Where's next?
What, that's it? This is number 6.
All right, come on.
Wait. Can I ask you guys a question about something I said earlier? About what would it take to get no years locked up? I mean, because I was serious about that, man. What would it take for that, huh?
Hey, we'll talk in the car.
Better we did here. I mean, if it was worth it to me,
Why here?
I like efficiency.
You got something to barter, speak up.
I'd like some idea how this pays off regard to time locked up.
What are we talking about, Freddie? General vicinity.
Body. Dead body.
Nearby?
At this point, I'd like some idea what'd be coming to me.
Freddie, seeing how you're so interested in us staying here probably means that body is pretty close. So when we send for more cops and we find it without any further help from you, the answer is you get nothing.
Or you give us an exact location immediately, and we'll see what we can work out.
This way. Right here.
Through here?
It's over here somewhere unless it's been moved or something. Hey, can you take this? Yeah, no, there's it on. Oh, boy.
Fake nail tips, dress, and she's been torched.
Thanks for meeting me.
What's on your mind?
How's your wife? Feeling better?
Yeah, she is. Still got her delicate moments. She's seeing someone. Seems to be helping. You know, we're going to France. All we said we would, I'm finally taking her.
Yeah, that's great.
I'll never be able to tell you how much I appreciate what you did with that. Saved us a lot of embarrassment. Made me realize a few things about my marriage, too.
It was nothing.
Okay. Now tell me what's really on your mind.
I never intended on calling in a favor you extended to me. I don't even know if this is possible.
Tell me what you need.
Okay, all right, I can tell we've taken a turn for the serious.
Yeah? How'd you come to that?
Silence in the car, general hostilities.
Did you kill that girl?
No, sir, no, sir.
How'd you know where she was?
First, can we talk about how this affects my chances for beating jail?
How you gonna beat jail Freddy with nothing? You showed us a body, that means nothing.
As opposed to saying who she is and how she got there.
Now, we present information like that, couched in a report of your eager cooperation, there's a good chance our DA will look the other way on these robberies.
Or keep thinking about a deal while we keep thinking you look good for this homicide.
I think her name is Alyssa Santos.
How do you know this?
She was the neighborhood crack whore, but like 14 years old. A real sad case.
How'd you know she was in a lot?
Well, I found her like 6 months ago. I stepped in there to take care of something. It's a popular smoking spot.
Oh, it's popular. But nobody's reported a body that's been decomposing almost a year.
Well, I guess it's popular with me. So,
who killed her?
Look, man, I got a name, but before that, we talked terms of deal. Chapter 1 being, there's no way I'm gonna testify against this lunatic.
That depends on you being forthright. The more honest you are on details, the stronger our case and chances for confession, then you don't have to testify.
Chapter 2.
The name.
Okay. Last time I saw her, like last year, I was going to score from this scummy, wannabe, badass weed peddler named Antoine, okay? I get to his corner, I see him dragging her in the lot, okay? For like whatever, you know, his daily 5-minute slot.
So she's struggling for help while you're busy waiting to get loaded.
No, scream and dazzle thing, that was her act. You can ask anyone.
So they disappeared into the rubble, what?
Comes out 10 minutes later, alone, real twitchy. He said he wasn't selling no more dope that day.
You think to look for her, maybe call the cops?
Nah, he was too distracted over not getting his weed.
What happened to that girl, it really breaks my heart. Because she didn't deserve getting killed and burned up. Now, Antoine, torch him all you like.
Antoine what?
Gossip. Real scummy.
Sit tight.
My name is Ramon Santos, and this is my wife, Tanya. We got a message to see a Detective Solis in or Sipowicz.
How do you do, Mr. Santos? Detective Sipowicz is out on a call, but he told us he'd be coming by. Let's step into the coffee room. I'm Detective Medavoy. These are Detectives Jones and McDowell.
Please, have a seat. We just got the message to come in, but it didn't say what about.
Do you have a daughter named Alyssa?
Legally, yes. She involved in something.
You say legally. She's adopted?
She's my niece. Come over from Santo Domingo. Is she okay?
Have you seen her recently, Mrs. Santos?
It's been 1.5 years.
She had problems, so we got her put into a group home. But then she ran away from that place.
Did you file a missing persons report?
We were advised against that on account of it just being pointless.
Our neighborhood cop said that she was incorrigible, you know?
He arrested her twice with dope. And then once when we called because she was smoking crack in her room and busting on my furniture.
He said if she wants to come back, she'll come back. Is she okay?
I'm sorry to tell you this, but Alyssa was found dead this afternoon.
Can't say you're not surprised.
How did she die?
We think she was murdered.
Oh my God.
Is there anyone she ran with you think we should talk to? A friend, boyfriend?
It was just so much pain in her life, so much pain.
We can't take the blame for this, Tanya. You blame Juan and blame Eladio.
Wait, who's this now?
Juan is her father who had sex with her. Got her head all messed up.
Where is he?
Santo Domingo, same with Eladio.
That's who she went to live with after her father, who was also a sick pig with her.
My sister begged us to take her in.
How long did she live with you?
6 months.
But don't think that we didn't try with her. We took her to family court. We got this special warrant.
Person in need of supervision warrant.
How old was she?
13 when she left our house.
Everything. We did everything. But sometimes you just got to get on with your life.
What was the name of the cop you talked with? He might be able to help us with the investigation.
Something Baxter.
Oh, we're all done here. We'll keep in touch.
Sorry for your loss.
All right, now, don't bite my head off, okay?
Hey, if I seemed a little abrupt the other
Don't
day...
say another word. Under the bridge as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, me too. Listen, I gotta get some mug shots together.
2 seconds.
Okay.
First, I gotta know if I misread and there's no feelings between you and my niece, then just say so now.
What do you want, Gibson?
So there is feeling. Okay, so the upshot is Cynthia, in passing conversation, come to find out there's a guy at her work who asked her out. And you know, she hasn't heard from you, she doesn't know.
What? You guys got 2 tin cans and some string connected to your bedrooms?
Hey, I got a little bit on the line here, Randy. She's a relation, okay? I gotta sit at the same table as these people every major holiday. Everybody knowing I'm the one who paired you two up.
Listen, Eddie, whatever I got to say to Cynthia, I'll say it to her.
Oh, so it's done.
You need me to write this down?
Done as completely done. No chance for rekindle.
All right. When you run your mouth to Cynthia, you be sure and let her know that this came out of your ass, not from me.
22 years on the job, Andy. Nothing else. I can read people.
Thanks. Think I could squeeze into one of those?
Finally.
Find Antoine?
Yeah, we had narcotics pick him up off an A-by. We had into him.
Anything from the aunt and uncle?
Good. You're all here. We're gonna reorganize. Now's a good time to do it.
Reorganize what?
We're gonna change desk assignments. I need to see how everyone works so I can decide who partners up best. Also, we're gonna move the desks, create a better flow. Whose fish tank is that?
Mine.
Do you have a fish tank at home?
Matter of fact, I do.
Well, maybe you could transfer those to your home tank.
You told me you got fish policies, too?
This is gonna be a work environment. Something on your mind, Detective?
Nothing I care to share.
Hello, 15th Squad. Just a moment. Lieutenant, Chief of Detectives.
Put it through to my office.
She's all yours, fellas.
Oh, that's reassuring.
I still think we should give her the chance to chill out. What choice do we have?
She ain't changing, because no one above her is ever gonna tell her to. She's a lesbian woman, got the double minority clout. No one's gonna risk getting in front of that, and I ain't moving them fish.
Is there a problem?
That was the Chief of D's. Apparently, I'm being reassigned.
Congratulations.
Oh, I don't know where I'm going. I just know I'm no longer here.
Well, good luck to you, wherever you end up.
Gee, I wonder how this happened.
Maybe you're needed somewhere else.
And maybe someone with more juice made some phone calls.
Maybe.
I just wish whoever did had the guts to admit it.
And I wish I knew how one person could alienate a whole squad of detectives in 48 hours. Detectives who've shown they can deal with anything, including each other.
I'm gonna find out who did this.
Well, you can start your investigation making phone calls downstairs in the captain's office. We got work to do here. Keep working your cases while I find out who my replacement is.
Are angels singing, or is it just me? Don't he talk?
Oh, he talks. He's just being cute, Antoine. You want him in the cage?
No, put him in that seat. We need to discuss a little problem Antoine's up against. Where you living at?
Why are you so quiet? Antoine, sure used to run your mouth when I walked that footpost on the 2-3, didn't you?
Hey, why don't you work out your beef later on, all right?
Oh, we're even now. Because didn't I always tell you one day I'd lock your skanky ass up, huh? Well, guess who keeps their promises, asshole?
Hey, all right, settle down. Take it easy. Take it easy now. Settle down.
Follow me right there, asshole.
Take a walk, Vance.
Yeah, I'll kick your ass.
Settle
We
down.
got it now.
You need a hand?
We're all right.
Yeah, well, make sure you keep it down either way. New lieutenant just showed up.
Guy or female?
The guy, Latino.
Yeah, what's his name?
I don't know. We're riding with Fancy.
So was he ever a detective?
Andy, I don't know. They're still in there.
You better have got that out of your system. So they didn't hear nothing in the pokey?
No, door was closed by then, and no, I didn't catch his name.
So this Antoine's a little tight-lipped, huh?
Yeah, we're letting him thaw out a little bit.
So you don't recognize him from your bias unit days?
Not every minority on the job is an unbiased unit, Andy.
Do you recognize him or not?
I would have told you if I did.
One of the counselors from the group home where Alyssa stayed last called. Wanted to come in and talk.
About?
Didn't say. She's on her way up.
Well, maybe you guys take that.
Sure.
How do we even notice the guy?
Because when Fancy saw him, he said, "Come on in, Lieutenant." And before he walked in, he said, "Welcome aboard."
Sarah Fisher. I spoke with the Detective McDowell.
Hi, Sarah. Come on in. My partner, Diane Russell.
Let's go talk in here.
What's with the Van Dyke?
Post-Renaissance. They're called goatees.
What's my ass? It's gotta go. You can't have that in the bureau.
Take a deep breath, Andy.
So, you were Alyssa's caseworker at the group home?
That's right.
Was there something specific you wanted to tell us?
Alyssa confided in me that her uncle was sexually abusing her. That's the reason why she ran away from that home.
Her uncle back in the Dominican Republic.
Her uncle here, Ramon Santos. And when I heard that she was dead, I mean, I'm not saying he did it. I just thought that you should know.
Did you look into the abuse? Substantiated?
Alyssa didn't want me to. I mean, she was deeply traumatized. Obviously, you know about her being abused back in the Dominican Republic from very early on. And a part of her felt like...
It was her own fault?
Yeah. And her response was just to run away.
But don't you have the ability to look into something like that on your own? It is a felony.
Knowing Alyssa wouldn't pursue charges, what was I gonna do? I did call the Santoses after Alyssa ran away to see if she was back living there. And if she was, I was going to take the necessary steps.
When she ran away from your home, why didn't you file a missing persons report?
We did, the previous times.
Why not this last time?
I ran it by my supervisor. I don't know, we didn't.
Because that's what, a 5-minute phone call?
Listen, I didn't come down here for you to wag your finger at me about what I didn't do. All I could do was to let her know that she had a friend whenever she needed one.
We're just a little frustrated, Sarah, because if she would have had a missing person report out on her, maybe she wouldn't have been on the street that day she got killed.
I came down here to tell you what Alyssa told me about what was happening. Do what you want with it.
Anything?
According to conversations she had with this counselor, Alyssa was raped by her uncle here in New York, Ramon Santos.
Miserable prick.
But we like this Antoine guy for killing her, right? Or do we go hard at the uncle?
Let's go talk to this idiot Freddie and clarify what he saw.
Keep going at the uncle.
This Lieutenant Tony Rodriguez will be taking over the squad effective tomorrow. Sergeant Sipowicz, Russell, McDowell, Jones, Meadowboy, our PAA, John Irvin,
Nice to meet you all. I've got 17 years on the job, most of it in Bronx narcotics. Since this is Captain Fancy's last day, I'll be hitting the ground running. So bear with me. Any questions either way, let's ask them. But near future, I'm just gonna watch while you guys do your thing. I look forward to working with you. That's all I got.
Okay. So whoever's freed up, why don't you bring Lieutenant Rodriguez up to speed on our DOA?
Me and Connie can do that.
Bronx narcotics, huh? You ever work with Inspector Karlowski?
Sure. He's my bureau exec.
Yeah, he's the president of the Pulaski Society.
Oh. So you're Polish?
Sipowicz, yeah.
Great.
Seems nice enough.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna last.
So how's it going with my release?
Slow.
Come on, why?
We're at a crossroads, Freddie, as far as pursuing leads.
Did you talk to Antoine?
We met him.
Well, what'd he say?
He's not much of a conversationalist.
Yeah, well, he's not gonna cop to it right off the bat, man. The guy's a scumbag, dope dealing, murderer. You gotta lean on him a little bit, beat on him.
In spite of what you read, Freddie, we don't just beat on guys.
Even if you know that he's a murdering piece of crap?
Which we don't know for sure, Freddie, because all you saw was them go into the lot. They could have waltzed for 10 minutes, then gone their separate ways.
No chance.
Why, Freddie? You know something more?
Maybe. But then I want an unconditional immediate release.
Antoine confesses off what you give. That could be in the cards.
I saw it, okay? I saw him whack her.
What'd you see?
He was banging her in the dirt, man, like an animal. He put his hands around her throat.
You saw this from where?
Well, I might have taken a step into the lot just for a peek. You can call me a perv, whatever.
How'd she get burned?
After he choked this sweet girl to death in the dirt, he grabbed a thrown-out spray paint can and he blowtorched her with the paint and a cigarette lighter.
Why didn't you mention this before?
Because like I said, this guy is a psychopath, lunatic scumbag. If he found out it was me ratting on him, he'd kill me or get someone else to. I saw him do it. Antoine's your guy.
Hey, Terry?
Yeah.
Baldwin Jones.
Greg Matterboy.
How you doing? What's up?
Hey, Terry, you remember Alyssa Santos lived over on Ludlow?
Yeah, okay, sure. Responded to their apartment a couple of times. Kid was out of control. Parents had it up to here.
Well, we found a body in a vacant lot on Avenue D. Been there 8 months or so.
Damn. Well, I'm not too shocked. Like I said before, she was out of control. Drugs, putting out for half the neighborhood.
Any local characters jump out at you as far as who might have done it or known about it?
No, I couldn't begin to tell you. I'll ask around, though.
The couple she was staying with, did they ever approach you about filing a missing persons report?
Maybe.
They said they did.
Okay.
Apparently you advised against it.
Is that what this conversation's all about?
Did you?
Okay, I'm remembering now. They approached me about it when that girl ran away from her group home in Brooklyn. Did the group home file a missing persons?
Refer the complaint, not the complainant. Don't tell me you never heard that.
Okay. I was wrong, and I see where I screwed up. So does it end here, or do you guys got other plans?
So you'll ask around on her?
I'll ask around.
All right, we're gonna let you out of your cage, Antoine, and we're gonna have a conversation. You try pulling any of that tough guy act on us, your day's gonna go downhill very quickly.
That cop Vance, I can tell you some things about him when he was on the streets.
Yeah, write it down and mail it to us. Now get up.
Sit down. Elisa Santos.
I have nothing to say to you guys.
Hey, one of your recent transactions 2 days ago in Tompkins Square Park, that was an A-buy to an undercover narcotics cop.
That was your third strike, also known as 20 years.
By the time you get out, drugs will be legal. Wouldn't that be ironic?
Alyssa who? What about her?
You know her?
Yeah, she like the village bike. Everyone can take her for a ride.
You ridden her lately?
I haven't seen this girl in a long time.
And you haven't heard anybody talk about her?
No, she wasn't nobody's girl, man. She just wanted some money or a rock.
There's a vacant lot over on Avenue D.
You and her ever do business over there?
Yeah, that was her office.
We found her body there this morning.
Yeah, and?
Maybe she didn't feel like putting out, huh? Or maybe you were just so high off your ass you lost it.
Man, I ain't having this, okay?
We got a witness says you killed her. And we got your fingerprints, Antoine, on a pipe lying right next to her body.
Break out the ink.
And we got semen off her, too. We're gonna run your DNA.
Here, hold out your hand. I'll give you some.
Hey.
Look, man. All right, I stuck her in the yap many times. But kill her over what? Jealous because she was banging other guys? Man, she was a hoe.
She was 14 years old, asshole.
Hey, I didn't turn her out, all right? She was already in 5th gear by the time we hooked up. Maybe you should be squeezing some of them crackheads who hang out around that lot. All right, that's why I told her, don't be rubbing up against me. You know, because them who she is spreading her legs for now, the last time I seen her, the lowest of the law. Man, get this out of here, man. I'm insulted.
Excuse me, I got called in again.
Oh, exactly who called you?
Mr. Santos, thanks for coming in.
You know I own a grocery store, and it doesn't run itself.
Just need another minute of your time.
Yeah, I know where we're going. You know, there's not a whole lot more I can add from before.
And we just want to ask you a few questions about your relationship with Alyssa.
Specifically, were you having sex with her?
Excuse me, who said I did that?
Answer the question.
No, I didn't have sex with her. And whoever said that must have something against me.
What, some kind of character assassin?
Before you lie again, Ramon, understand that as much as we'd like to lock you up for molesting Alyssa, we can't on account of her being dead.
So answer our questions. And we'll resist the temptation to beat you for being a scumbag.
I just want to say up front that I've always thought that people who take advantage of kids should be locked up.
Why'd your thinking change?
On account of her not even acting like a kid.
And this started when?
Since she showed up, rubbing up on me, wanting to sit on my lap.
You just couldn't resist.
I put her off for a long time.
Your wife find out?
I don't think so.
Did Alyssa ever threaten to tell her?
No.
You ever fight with Alyssa? Maybe strike her accidentally?
Just yelling.
How'd she wind up in the lot, Ramon?
You think I killed her?
Oh, she was disrupting your home, your marriage.
You had your reasons. Tell us what happened. We'll work with you on the statement.
No, look. I just wanted her out. So we put her in a group home. I just wanted her out.
Hey, Ramon, we're trying to help you here.
No, and I'm telling you the truth. She was a monster and a manipulator, so I threw her out. But kill her? No way. Now, we can sit here all day. I didn't do it.
I want you to look at some neighborhood guys.
Why?
You want to try and get off the hook for killing Alyssa?
I didn't kill her.
Then look at the damn pictures.
I know him. He deals blunts to the frat boys at NYU. Don't know him. Him either. I know this clown. That's Freddie. Crazy Freddie.
How do you know him?
I was boning his sister for a while. Passed her around to my boys. He comes up to me all high one time. You know, he sprouts balls when he's high. Stone crazy the rest of the time. He tells me, lay off of her.
Did you?
Hell no. I stuffed him in a garbage can.
When was this?
About a year ago.
Okay, all right, here we go. How's it going?
Pretty good at holding a grudge, Freddie?
Whoa, fellas, wrong topic of conversation.
You got a grudge against Antoine over a confrontation in the street last year?
Last year's a while ago. I mean, I tend to let bygones be bygones.
You ever been in a mental institution, Freddie?
I did a year at Creedmoor. I got manic depression and a schizoid personality regulated with medication.
How unregulated do you get when you're smoking crack?
Why am I suddenly the movie star center of attention here? Did you guys talk to Antoine?
He said he was drilling your sister, passing her around. You confronted him on it, and he stuffed you in a trash can.
That must have made you furious.
It did make me feel happy.
Are you trying to put Alyssa's death on him for payback?
That's pretty complicated for a crazy like me.
Don't sell yourself short, Freddie, because we're not.
Did you kill Alyssa, Freddie?
No, sir. No way.
Well, we checked with the medical examiner, and Alyssa had spray paint on her body, like you said.
There's no way you could have known about that if you weren't there.
Okay, all right. I had a grudge on Antoine, but it was someone else who killed her. I saw it. I know his name.
The ME also got some semen out of her. If that matches yours, your ship is sailed.
Cop to this, go back to the institution, get yourself regulated again.
No, see, that's getting locked up, man, and that's what I've been trying to avoid all day here.
Oh, there's no way to avoid it now. I mean, it just depends on where you go.
What happens when you smoke crack?
Word is you get a little out of your head.
Another guy comes out.
Was it that guy approached Antoine? Same guy with Alyssa?
She was a decent girl, man. She just had a lot of problems.
What happened in the lot?
Well, we worked a deal.
Rock for sex?
How'd it go wrong?
I don't know.
She welch on her end?
I don't know.
Freddie, we're trying to help you.
And I'm saying I don't know what happened. Something grabbed me, man, and was trying to pull me in. Wouldn't let go of me.
What'd you do about it?
I grabbed her neck, and I squeezed her, man, just to get free. She stopped moving.
Then you got the paint.
I said nice words over her first, okay? And I put some flowers down, and
Then you burned her up.
I burned her up.
Last day. Must feel strange.
Yeah, it's been a good run. This move is good for me. It's good.
Oh, yeah, it is. You made captain.
You know, all day, you haven't asked me one question about these people.
Right. Better do that. Wouldn't want to come off apathetic. Any station house romances?
Nothing current.
Anybody trigger happy?
Absolutely not.
Anybody can't handle themselves on the street?
No.
Any old school ball breakers who enjoy detective work more than dealing with bosses?
Yeah. Sipowicz, he's unique.
But a good detective?
Someone I love got murdered. I'd want him to be the catching detective.
Oh, there you have it.
Hey, they're throwing a racket for me tonight. You're welcome to stop by.
Thanks. I'll pass. But I will throw my congratulations into the hat, in case it's a while till I see you again. I can tell the way you ran the squad. Just hope I can live up.
Good luck, Lieutenant.
Are you going to that racket tonight?
Yes. Will you be there?
No, but do me a favor, will you? Play everyone around on me and honor Captain Fancy.
With pleasure.
Thanks. See you tomorrow.
Thank you. So he's gonna get murder one?
From what I'm hearing, he was high on crack. And with his psychiatric history, the defense will get doctors to prove he couldn't frame with an intent to kill, and we'll have a tough time proving otherwise.
So then what? Manslaughter?
Probably.
10 years. Maybe he does 5.
The nut house.
Well, that's up to the judges and the doctors, but we're gonna push for straight time.
We'll go to a nut house. We'll get out in 3.
Hey, come on, we're having fun here. It's Fancy's night.
All right, all right, all right. Ooh. I'm told that I have a tendency to make a fool of myself with these things.
No.
But in honor of Captain Fancy's leaving us, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Lieutenant, now Captain Fancy, he's the best boss anyone could ever hope for. Best of luck.
Yeah, that's right.
Thanks, Rick.
And let me add my thanks to Captain Fancy for accepting people on their merits. It's not like that everywhere.
Captain, I'd like to thank you for your friendship.
If any of us ever get to be lieutenant and run a squad, we won't have to ask around how it's done, because we've already seen it done right. And I'm proud of you. I'm proud to know you, and I'm proud to have worked with you. I couldn't have asked for a better role model.
If it wasn't for Captain Fancy, I'd be working private security right now. So, thanks for keeping me out of the civilian workforce.
It was a pleasure.
I've been to a couple of retirement rackets lately. Most people I come up with are leaving or they're gone already. But I'm glad you're staying, moving forward. Most bosses, a minute after they take promotion, you're just a dot in their rearview mirror. And they don't make any moves unless it's got some political upsides. But today, you stuck your neck out and you did us a big solid, you know?
Yeah.
Which is nothing new, but today was big. Thanks for everything. Good luck.
Somebody asked me today if I was planning on leaving after getting my 20 years. And I realized not one time have I ever wanted to get out. I've had my bad days like everybody else, but I've always loved this job. When I first got out of the academy, I walked a foot post in the neighborhood I grew up in. My first day, I kept walking past my parents' apartment building. My mom and dad were looking out the window at me in my uniform. And they were proud. And I was proud. Because when you're a cop in New York City, you're somebody.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Have yourself a drink and let's tell some stories.
We're gonna miss the house.
Miss you back.
Super came to fix the sink, and Houston found the girl. Her old man's passed out cold in his room. The father's drunk? Out like a light. Dead to the world.
All right, we got the picture, Shannon. Get him over to Station House.
What's your name?
Dave Tierras.
So, Dave, you know that girl?
It's her dad's place. She's been living here about a month.
Her dad that's in there drunk?
Her dad is drunk like 24/7. They've been ragging me to fix the sink. No one answered, so I used my pass key.
I'm guessing there's no sink in her bedroom, so how come you happened to find her in there?
Hey, it didn't have nothing to do with this. I heard the radio. Okay, maybe I went snooping, but I didn't kill her.
You ever hear the girl and her old man argue?
Couple times. Like 2 weeks ago, they was fighting so loud the cops came.
All right, leave your number with the officer.
What's going on? What are you doing here? Come on.
Look at your marks. She's been strangled. Hands taped behind. Rigor mortis started. She's been dead at least 6 hours.
Said she was 18, she looks 15. Make sure Emmy does her rape kit. Crack pipe. Let's get this voucher, too.
Connie and me ran the father, Jimmy McElroy, on the computer.
Came up with a couple callers for discon, public intox, and 1 for assault.
Looks like he's got a temper when he drinks.
You find anything on that radio run 2 weeks ago?
Copy the 61. Uniform saw bruising on the daughter, but said it had nothing to do with the father.
One more thing, this McElroy, he was on the job 5 years in Bergen County.
Explains that photo at his place.
So we like him for the homicide?
The girl's hands are tied, no clothes. Don't seem like a father unless he's a sick bastard.
Well, on the other hand, he was passed out drunk. Plus, he had exclusive opportunity. The door was locked when the super came.
Could be they fought again. This time it got out of control. Father fixed it to look like sexual assault and drank himself stupid.
Anyways, we got the ME testing for DNA off any semen.
Also found a crack pipe in the room, and crime scenes checking for prints.
Smoking crack. That's maybe what they were fighting about.
We'll go back online and see if this matches any patterns of sexual assaults or strangulations.
Let me know.
Let him know. What's he think we're gonna keep it from him?
Your boss seems pretty sure.
Yeah, seems okay.
Guy's gonna tell us how to run a case.
I don't think that's what he's doing.
Busting out his uninformed opinions whether this McElroy's got a temper and did he get his load on to cover up killing his daughter.
And don't you think anything the boss throws out there is just him trying to help out?
I think him helping out would be keeping his mouth shut. And what is with this?
I'm gonna go on the computer.
Oh, this is all I need.
Andy, you got a minute?
I hope this is about a case, Gibson, or you offering me tickets to the Knicks.
Andy, I got a terrible confession.
But it was you killed JFK?
There was no guy.
Gibson, what the hell are you talking about?
When I told you there was a guy at work wanted to ask out Cynthia, that was a lie.
Hey, you want to keep your voice down.
That was me trying to give you a little push, seeing for sure whether it was over or not. Being you didn't call her, I guess that was your answer.
I told you last time I do not want to talk to you about this.
I just want you to know she had nothing to do with it. This is on me, 100%.
Do yourself a favor, Gibson. Turn around and walk away. Now.
Anyway, she's at home now, crying her eyes out, in case you did want to give her a call.
May I help you?
I'm Mary McElroy. I'm looking for Detective Sorensen.
Yeah, I'm Detective Sorensen. It's my partner, Detective Sipowicz.
I went to see my daughter at her father's. The police wouldn't let me in. They said to come here.
How about we go talk in here?
No, I don't want to go someplace else. I just want to know what's going on.
Here, sit down at my desk. We're sorry to have to tell you this, but your daughter's dead.
How'd she die?
She was murdered.
Oh, my God. Did he do this?
Who?
Jimmy, her father. Was it him?
What makes you ask that?
Because he drinks too much, and when he drinks, he gets mean, and then he hits people.
You ever hit your daughter? He ever hit you?
Too many times. I threw him out when Kat was 9, and I raised her on my own. But the last 2 years, it just got too hard. She stopped going to classes. She stayed out late. She said she hated me, and she wanted to live with him. I couldn't stop her.
She figured her dad would be less strict.
She thought he would be too drunk to give a damn. But she hated it there, too, and just last week, she asked me if she could come home. And now she's dead. You ask him where he was when my little girl got murdered.
Don't worry. We'll ask him.
Anyone else that you know of might have wanted to harm her?
No, I don't know.
Did she have a boyfriend or boyfriends?
I don't know.
Mary, what are you doing here?
You bastard! You killed our baby!
Josh, get him out of here.
You son of a bitch!
Did you ever think of checking if the coast was clear?
He wanted to take a piss.
What's she talking about?
I hope they hang you!
Ma'am, sit down. Ma'am, we're gonna get a uniform to take you home. I'm so sorry.
How you feeling, Jimmy? You awake enough now to talk?
What's she saying out there? What happened to my daughter?
She's been murdered.
Oh, God. Who killed her?
Why don't you tell us?
Hey, you can't be going by Mary on this. She hates me. I'm not saying she ain't got reason.
Jimmy, we found your daughter dead at your place, okay? We found you there drunk. The front door was locked. There was no sign of forced entry. Now, 2 weeks ago, uniforms were called to your house over a fight between you and her.
I would kill myself before I'd lay a hand on my baby.
Not before you lay a hand on your wife.
Hey, that was a long time ago.
Look, you were passed out. Maybe you killed her. Maybe you don't remember. You willing to give us a DNA sample?
Of course I am. Was she raped?
We didn't say that.
Hey, look, I ain't lying to you. I was on the job 5 years walking a beat, huh?
In a Hackensack. My son was a cop there. How come you left?
I got a drinking problem.
No kidding.
Hey, you can think what you want. I did 2 tours in Vietnam, 82nd Airborne. I got the Silver Star. I was a good cop. Now I'm a broken down drunk, but I did not kill my daughter.
Where were you last night?
I got a job. I worked 4 to 12s, stocking groceries at Pathmark. When I came home, her door was closed. I just hit the sack.
That's after you got your load on.
I stopped by O'Leary's after work for a couple of shots. I finished off a bottle of gin when I got home. Next thing I know, the cops were dragging me out of my bed.
For argument's sake, let's say it wasn't you that killed your daughter. You got any idea who else might have done it?
I know I'd be asking Carlo.
Who's Carlo?
Scumbag, she called her boyfriend. He was turning her out. It could have been him or maybe one of his Johns.
Your daughter was hooking?
Yeah. She used my place to bring her tricks. I wasn't there.
Is that what the fight was about 2 weeks ago?
It was about me trying to be a parent. She said I had no right to tell her what she could do.
She said it was too late.
I hadn't been in her life since she was a little girl. Now I was back, saying how she should be living it. Look, I've done a lot of things I ain't proud of. And for those, I'll stand up and take my lumps. But I did not kill my daughter. Whatever else I am, I'm not that.
How about you give us a location on Carlo? Meantime, we're gonna have to hold you while we check things out.
Hey, what's the difference? You can't hurt me any worse than I've already hurt myself.
Go on, Carlo, get lost. You find who did this to Kat, I'd appreciate it. You let me know.
All right, shut up. Get lost.
Who was that?
DOA's boyfriend, or pimp, depending on who you believe. He says that she was hanging out with some lowlifes trading sex for crack.
Did you arrest Mr. McElroy?
Yeah, we got him in custody. We're holding him downstairs.
We're not sure he did it.
He had motive seeing him and his daughter were fighting. A history of violence when intoxicated. He had opportunity and he had means.
Still don't mean he did it.
You find out different, I'm all ears.
Hey, Ray, what's going on?
Came to see your new lieutenant.
Oh, you got business?
He's an old buddy. Worked with him back when he was undercover in the Bronx. Helped him take down the Ochoas.
No kidding? He's that Rodriguez? I knew he came over from narcotics.
There's a dozen Rodriguez's working narcotics.
Well, he didn't mention nothing about being a legend.
Sounds like Tony.
What's with his beard? The Bureau don't allow facial hair.
Undercover, he made enemies. Bureau let him grow beard so he couldn't get recognized so quick. Anyway, I'm out of here.
Take care. How about that, Andy? New boss was a heavy hitter in narcotics. Got the Medal of Honor.
Yeah. So what's he doing in the squad? Getting his ticket punched?
I guess when he had to testify, he blew his cover.
It's wrong, a boss wearing a beard in the squad, you know? They were concerned about him. They should have put him someplace where the beard don't matter.
They got a pattern on 4 homicides over in Brooklyn North. Might be a fit with our DOA.
Go tell Rodriguez.
Boss, we might have a pattern. 4 homicides in Brooklyn North.
Victims were all pros. All had their hands taped behind, and all of them smoked crack.
Fits that crack pipe we found.
Also fits what we got off her boyfriend.
Maybe the scumbag who did these moved his act across the bridge.
Last 3 victims in Brooklyn all had their faces covered. This one didn't.
I remember a couple of these murders in Brooklyn made the papers. The dad being an ex-cop could be this guy sharp enough to try a copycat.
He make this one look like it fits the pattern in Brooklyn.
And the faces being covered wouldn't make the papers.
Either way, if the DNA from our girl here matches up with any of them others, that pretty much rules the dad out. Unless you want to try and tell me he killed them all.
I'll call the CO at Brooklyn Homicide, get their input.
Hi, I'm looking for Detective Sipowicz.
Oh, he's in a meeting. May I tell him who's asking for him?
Cynthia Bunin. Was that Ray Olivo I saw before?
Yeah, him and Rodriguez work together. It turns out our new lieutenant's a legend in narcotics.
No kidding.
No kidding. I guess they're making a movie about it. Cynthia, what are you doing here?
Can we talk, Andy?
Yeah, not here. John, I'm going out a minute. I'll be on the air.
I'm sorry about this morning. I know Uncle Eddie came to see you.
Yeah, I guess he told you what I said.
Oh, don't blame him. He was covering for me. That wasn't his idea, telling you I had someone else interested in me. It was mine.
You told him to say that?
I've been out of the game a long time, Andy. Seems I'm not very good at it.
Yeah, come on.
I mean, you're the first man I've made love with in 5 years. Guess this is me trying to find out where we stood. So where do we stand?
I don't know. You know, how come we gotta say one way or the other?
I'm 42 years old. I don't know's not good enough.
Well, I can't do any better than that.
Is there something wrong with me, Andy? Something I did? Something I could change?
Nah, there's nothing to change. You're a wonderful woman. It's not anything you did.
Okay, well then if it's something I didn't do, you tell me and I'll try and do it.
It's nothing like that. It just don't seem like it's gonna work. Hey, come on. It's not just you. It's the whole situation. You and Gibson. I mean, I can't say a word to either one of you without it gets back to the other.
Oh, we're a very close family, Andy. He's like a father to me.
Yeah, I know.
So that's it then.
I'm sorry.
Don't get mad at Uncle Eddie.
Lieutenant Jim Walters out of Brooklyn North.
Tony Rodriguez.
Detectives Heaton and Kent. Thanks for calling us in.
Danny Sorensen, Andy Sipowicz, they caught the case.
Our guys brought files on the previous homicides.
We can give you what we got on our DOA.
Face down, hands tied back, nothing covering the head.
We're waiting on DNA comparison. ME's office says it could be tomorrow.
Mind catching us up?
Sure. We figured the first victim was a skeleton found under the bridge. Lived in the Marcy projects, went missing 2 years ago. In each case, witness either saw the victim with a black man or saw a black man leaving the scene.
The others are all known pros, 2 white, 1 Latin, 1 black.
Equal opportunity killer.
Right? One that turned us onto the pattern lived in those same projects. Pimp found her strangled in their apartment, naked, pillowcase over the head.
We got DNA off her. Also, ME found large traces of cocaine, which figures for a crack smoker.
Do any good if we re-interview the pimp?
For what? We got it right the first time.
No one's saying different.
Third victim also lived in the Marcy projects. We found the last one on a roof 6 months ago, a couple of blocks from there. All indications victims either knew the perp or he was a John.
Some whack job likes to smoke crack and tie up his prostitutes.
We've been through a slew of them. None of them's been the right guy.
No victims the last 6 months. Could be whoever's doing this been in the joint.
Let's check with parole, see if anyone got out recently fits the profile.
B and I have been running this investigation as a task force for Brooklyn Homicide. I figured I could stick around, watch over things till we determine is this new one part of the pattern.
Homicide in this precinct, Lieutenant, gets run by my squad.
Tony, from what I heard, you just took over here.
So what's that, like step-aside homicide? I got my guys here to help me out. I promise, first pothole we run into, I'll send up a flare.
Yeah. Chief says you get 10 days, then it goes to the task force.
10 days. You guys want to stay? They report to me.
Like you said, it's your squad. Keep me posted, huh?
Absolutely.
Looks like this guy's got some balls as a boss. He's gonna have to do more than chase off some chesty lieutenant. Show me how big his balls are.
It's days like this, you gotta love being a cop. Combing rat holes, talking to every dealer, junkie, and hosebag in Manhattan.
Yeah, that's something, huh? New boss being some kind of cop legend?
Tell you this, he's not too hard on the eye.
No, especially for a cop legend.
Probably not your best career move, huh? Having a thing with your boss.
It's not Shorty Boom.
Heading right for us.
Ladies! Officers.
Shorty, why aren't you in jail?
Don't tell us you made bail.
Dude wouldn't go no grand jury. Told DA what happened to his Johnson was a blessing. Word is you looking for someone.
Who told you that?
Business associate. Don't matter. What I was thinking, we could work to our mutual advantageousness.
Why? You know this guy?
Don't even know who you're looking for. Just know you're looking.
So what's the pitch?
I help you locating this individual. There'll be some paper in it? Because you know I'm all about the Benjamins.
You help us find him, there could be money in it.
All right. In that case, who we looking for?
Guy we're looking for is black. His act is he likes to smoke crack with pros and tie him up.
That's it?
Maybe one or two of the girls got hurt.
Oh, it's a nasty act, man.
This coming from someone sliced off a guy's penis.
This guy started in Brooklyn. Could be now he's moved it over the bridge.
I'll put my ear to the ground.
If you find something, come see us.
This make me like some kind of deputy?
What a world, huh, Shorty?
Right. All right.
Detective, Katie Sipowicz on line 1.
Hi, Katie, it's me. Planetarium? No, that sounds good. No, we haven't been there. Listen, when you bring him back, why don't you stay and have dinner with us? I know Theo would like that. That's okay. I'll stop and pick something up. All right, I'll see you then.
Here to see Detective Russell.
Is she expecting you?
Give me this card. And that blonde one deputized me.
Can I give her your name?
Shorty Boom.
Shorty Boom?
Shorty Boom. Been here before? I was involved in that unfortunate incident with the man who lost his Johnson.
Oh, that's Shorty Boom. Yeah, Detective Russell and Detective McDowell are busy at the moment. Would you care to wait?
Tell him Shorty got the 411.
Detective.
Shorty, what are you doing here?
On that matter we discussed, I got the 411. Definitely worth 200.
Come on, take a hike. We left you an hour ago.
And I got a name.
Shorty, I hope you're not thinking you can just like throw a name at us, pick out a phone book, and we're gonna hand you $200.
Saying I want a number on you? No, what I got's the real deal. And the price of hearing is 2 bills. Take it or leave it.
Yeah, talk to our boss.
Yeah.
John, you wanna stick Shorty here in the coffee room?
That's your new snitch, Mr. Slice and Dice?
We figured looking for a pervert.
When in Rome, right?
Boss, we got a snitch. Says he's got something for us.
What's he got?
He won't say till he gets some money. He wants $200.
He registered CI?
We collared him last month. Today he hears we're looking for someone, volunteers his services.
What'd you call him for?
Oh, you sure you want to know?
Well, now I gotta know.
He lopped off half a guy's Johnson. Guy didn't want to press charges.
Guess it takes a whack job to find one. Here's 200. You give him this, he better have something.
Sure.
And not half of something. Pans out, see, does he want to register as a CI?
You get my money?
Money's contingent on us confirming your information.
That means you don't get a dime till we hear what you've got. Take it or leave it.
I got a sign pinned on my back, say Easy Mark. Okay, all right. I put my ear out. Found there's a brother from Brooklyn who likes to tie up crack holes. Mind you, he didn't let go he was putting any hurt on him. But he was free when he gets off tying him up.
You said you had a name.
Vance Davis. Kind of dark, medium height, skinny, but cut.
And this Vance Davis told you he liked to tie up crack horse.
Nah, I didn't actually interact with the brother myself.
So how can you tell us what he looks like?
Brother buys rock from Flea, down on Avenue D. Same as me, when I got the cash. Else he takes it off me in trade.
If this Davis is a customer, how come your dealer give him up to you?
Hey, now you don't want me going into no graphical details. Concerns any method of persuasion at my disposal.
No, he's got a point.
Where are we gonna find this guy?
Flea says he's made friends with some girls around Ninth Street. Now, how about we see that green?
Shorty, have you considered the possibility that Vance Davis might not be his real name? I don't figure your dealer checks ID.
Guess we could sit on Flea's place to see if he shows up. Except you bust Flea, he gonna figure who give him up.
If this pans out, you'll get the other 100.
Aye. Okay, I'll take a donut.
Oh, take 2.
Possible ID in our suspect.
You see I there give you that?
Name's Vance Davis. I'm gonna run it, see what comes up.
Later, Shorty.
Bye.
Vance Davis came out of Rikers 3 weeks ago. Served 5 months on possession. Last known address, 1209 Marcy Avenue, Brooklyn.
Bingo.
No sex offenses, just the possession, old collar for attempted burglary.
We get a picture?
It's printing up.
That who the snitch gave you?
Vance Davis.
You got places to look for him?
Mm-hmm.
Go look for him.
Hey, you. Sweetie. Sweetie, hey, come here.
Why are you hassling us? Ain't nobody told you people that prostitution is a victimless crime?
Ah, you sure your Johns would say that?
Distant dismissed.
You seen this guy around?
Me?
Just look at the picture.
Ouch. Honey. He's even too ugly for me.
Really ain't no one's too ugly for you.
Oh, you need to shut your hole, Tanika.
Why don't you come over here and shut it for me?
Look, don't start something that you can't finish now.
Hey, unless you want to go down to the station house.
How about you two take the day off, huh?
Hey, what's your name?
Tiffany?
Okay, Tiffany. Either of you ever seen this guy?
That's Mr. Rock and Roll. Been coming around here the last couple weeks.
Rock and roll?
Yeah, we call him that because that's what he likes. Smoke some rock, then have a roll.
That's really funny. Any idea where we can find him?
Or we could go looking for what you just stashed in them garbage bags.
No, don't do that. I've been to his place. First floor, right, over the newsstand on 3rd.
Nice.
We're in position.
We're in position out front, anti-crime's round back.
Okay, we're going in.
Easy, pal. Easy.
You got him? Yeah, we got him. I think you call that the 2.5 tuck, with the emphasis on tuck.
Hey, let's get some clothes down here.
So, Vance, you jumped naked right through a closed window. You must be pretty scared what we wanted to ask you about.
Look, I just come out of jail. All right, I don't want to go back.
That's funny, because you're definitely going back.
So why are we talking?
All right, come on, relax. You sure we can't get you a soda?
I ain't drinking nothing.
Says here you're from Brooklyn. You ever been to the Marcy projects?
Maybe.
Maybe. You live right down the block.
You frequent prostitutes, Vance?
Look, I ain't got to answer that.
It's Rita Carrillo, you know her?
Never won to Barrett. Look, why you asking me this?
Don't give us that crap. You know why we're asking you.
About Kat McElroy. Someone fits your description was seen leaving her place last night.
Wasn't me.
You see, what we're thinking here is that maybe you could help us figure out what happened to these girls. Now, what we heard around 9th Street's you like smoking crack with prostitutes, and some of these girls here, they'd be the same kind you hang out with.
I said, I don't know him.
You said you don't remember that picture of Wanda Barrett. Maybe you'd remember this one.
Man, what you showing me that for, man?
Because you're the sick bastard that killed her. Some queer pervert, sicko, half a man, only gets off killing women. Come on, go!
All right, we're getting on the wrong foot here. All we want is to talk.
Look, I'm done talking. Maybe I'll just get a damn lawyer.
It's a good thing you said maybe. Could mean the difference you living or dying.
How's that?
Just give us a minute. Hank, want to keep an eye on the pokey. You want to tell us what the hell is going on in there?
What are you talking about? He's talking about, are you trying to blow this case? What if that's our guy and he lawyers up?
Well, in this 18 months, you're going to tell us who our guy is?
He lawyers up, we won't never know. Being we got no probable cause for a DNA sample, and he won't give us one.
So now you're telling us how to do our job.
Is there a problem?
It don't seem like clearing the case is necessarily these guys' top priority. It seems like it's who clears it.
Let's take this someplace else. I'm saying let my people take a shot at this guy alone. We don't get anywhere, then you can take a shot.
We got a year and a half in this, and this guy does turn out to be something. You want to cut us out of the collar?
He lawyers up. Maybe no one gets a collar. It's your tone in there that's what I'm talking about.
You're saying let the suspect decide who it is he wants to talk to, huh?
If I thought that you had the best shot, I'd say you go at him. The only thing matters here is clearing the case. If you don't believe that, then we got a problem.
There's no problem.
Shh. Don't say a word till you hear us out.
We're gonna do you a favor. So you don't get a needle, we're gonna give you a chance to confess all your sins and show some remorse for raping and strangling those girls.
Say what? I didn't kill no...
Hear us out.
See, it's simple. All we gotta do so you get that needle is match up your DNA with DNA from the semen that you left in those dead girls.
Can I talk now? All right, first of all, I ain't giving you no DNA. And second, you ain't got no cause to take it off me.
Yeah, we saw how careful you were before, getting rid of that crack pipe, not taking anything to drink.
You learned that in the joint, Vance? All right, now you picture this. That girl that we found you with, we just sent her over to Bellevue so they could take a rape kit.
We find your semen in her as a match. That's the ball game.
Ain't none of my semen in that hole. When I had sex on her, I wore me a condom.
Now, you see, we happen to know that you were not practicing safe sex.
How you know that? But you were hiding underneath the bed when we were doing it?
We know, because we chased you out to the street buck naked.
Of course, if it's not you who killed them girls, then you got nothing to worry about.
If that bitch could have screwed 9 guys today, how you gonna find my DNA in all that mess?
Look, it's up to you. You want to roll the dice either way. I'm going home. I'm going to have dinner with my kid. I locked up 1,000 guys. I know a stone-cold killer when I see one, Vance, and that's not you. You did these things. There's got to be a reason. And you telling us what that reason is, that's the only thing that's going to keep you from that needle.
I'm 14. My sister Tanya come in my room, opens up her robe. She's buck naked. Sticks her tongue down my throat.
How old is Tanya?
11. I know what she wants, so I give it to her. While we're in the middle, my mama come home with her mean, ugly boyfriend, Jelly Bean.
They caught you.
Right as I finish it. Tanya starts shouting about how I was raping her and how I forced her to do it. Jelly Bean, he yanked me off her and he started beating the crap out of me. He kicked me in my balls. He said he was gonna beat my balls off so I don't do that nasty thing again. Then they called the cops, took me away to a boys' home. You know what that's like.
You were a kid.
When I smoked my crack, things come in my mind. I act crazy.
And, that's why you killed those women?
That one last night.
Did you, cover their heads?
The pillowcase. Sometimes I turn them upside down. I can't look at them in the face.
Think Vance would appreciate knowing how we got over on him? Telling him we were sending that pros for a rape kit?
Imagine the DA's office forgave him that one.
I'd hate to try and prove a chain of custody on that seaman.
Should feel good, Shorty. Help take a murderer off the streets.
Feel good I got my money. Pleasure doing business with you ladies. Don't hesitate to call on my services in the future.
Next time we're looking for a pervert, you're our first call.
Go with God, Shorty.
I hear the chief of detectives already knows you made the collar.
I notified Chief of D's. Had your men notify you.
You called DCPI too? Get your name in the paper? Trying to make your bones?
I don't have to make my bones. Why are we talking in my office? You come into my house with that attitude in front of my squad.
My attitude? You get lucky this scumbag moves his act to your precinct, so now you clear the case and you're Dick Tracy?
What's this about? Your balls are clearing 6 homicides and taking this guy off the street. We bent over backwards to be respectful to you and your men, as I'd hope you'd do for us.
That's my men you kept out of the room while your guys cleared the case.
That's your man who had the perp 5 seconds from lawyering up, else the case would never have been cleared. Why don't you handle this like a professional, like they pay us to be?
Yeah. What's the point? Press is gonna want to walk out. Gonna cut us out of that too?
No. You guys can go with Sipowicz.
I gotta call DCPI. We're gonna do the perp walkout, us and Sipowicz.
Nah, that's okay. You guys go. I'd rather do the paperwork. Let's get them cuffs off.
What's going on?
How about we go talk in here?
We made a collar on who killed your girl.
Same guy strangled 4 women in Brooklyn.
I appreciate you finding out who did this. Both of you.
It's tough losing a kid. You got people to talk to?
Don't worry about me. I can paddle my own canoe.
I had a son got murdered, 24 years old. I wasn't there for him growing up either. We were just getting close when he died.
You know how it feels.
Maybe this is your chance. Turn your own life around. The only way you can do that is stop drinking.
I tried to stop.
Let me help you. I'm a drunk. Hasn't taken a drink in 4.5 years. Last time I took a drink was right after my son got murdered.
Well, how can you help me?
We'll go to a meeting together.
Yeah, I'd like that.
I'm getting off duty. We'll go right after.
Well, I gotta drop by work so I don't lose my job. I could get off tomorrow. It's the least they could do for me. My daughter's killed.
Jimmy, it's important you go to a meeting tonight.
Yeah, but I can't lose my job. I'll call you tomorrow. You probably heard that before, but I swear, I'm gonna call you tomorrow.
Sure.
I got a call from Detective Sipowicz.
They found who killed Kat.
Was it that serial killer you mentioned?
He's confessed to killing your daughter and 4 other girls.
So Jimmy had nothing to do with it.
No. I'm sorry, Mary. I can't tell you how sorry I am.
What difference does that make now?
I want you to know Detective Sipowicz has been kind enough to offer to take me tomorrow to an AA meeting.
Is that right?
I'm getting sober. I'm doing it for Kat. Anyway, I gotta get to work.
Oh, come on. I'll drop you off.
Call you tomorrow.
That could have been me. I wasn't too far from that.
But you came through.
I got lucky. Probably blew a dozen chances first.
Think you'll call?
No. He's not ready.
Good job today.
Hey, thanks, boss.
Right.
Thanks for sticking up for us with them Brooklyn guys.
Good night, John.
Night, Lieutenant.
Could be he's got balls.
Here's another glass of milk.
More spare ribs.
You ate all the spare ribs. There's nothing left but bean sprouts.
No, thank you.
Yeah, Daddy ate all the rest.
I'm finished now. Can I watch TV?
Did you clean up your toys?
Katie and me did it.
Okay, then you can watch TV.
Till 2 commercials, then bed. We got school tomorrow.
I'll do that.
No trouble.
Theo really loves you.
I love him too.
I don't know what I'd do without him. It's awful lonely out there.
Tell me about it. I thought you were seeing someone.
It's too hard. Trying to work all that out with someone new. Too much baggage.
Anyway, I should be getting home. It's a long drive.
How about you spend the night?
No, I can't. It's too hard for me, Andy. 4 months I slept in that bed with Theo when he was sick, while you slept out here on the couch. I did it because I love him. But I also did it because somewhere in me I made myself believe that we could be a family again. A real family. You, me, and Theo. I guess I was waiting for you to realize it too. And then when Theo was okay, you wanted to move on with your life, which you have every right in the world to do. But I just can't put myself back there.
When Theo was born, I let his mom do most of the work bringing him up. It wasn't until I had him on my own, and then you come back into our lives, that I saw what's important. That's family. A mommy and a daddy. 11 years that we were married, I was a lousy husband, a lousy father, and a drunk. I'm not asking you to stay tonight. I'm asking you to stay. Not as Theo's babysitter or housekeeper, but as a part of this family. A real family.
You mean this, Andy? This is what you really want?
Yeah. This is what I want.
আপনি কিন্তু দেখতে যথেষ্ট সুন্দরী একজন মানুষ, দেখতে বেশ রোমান্টিক, যেন শেক্সপিয়ারের নাটকের কোনো নায়িকার মতো। ভেবেছিলাম, কিন্তু আপনি তো পুরোটাই মর্মান্তিক। যে কোনো মানুষ আপনাকে দেখে মর্মাহত হতে পারে।
আমার হালকা হতে 1 মাস সময় লেগেছে।
আপনার 1 মাস সময় লাগে? আমার হালকা হতে তো 1 মিনিট লাগে।
আমার কাছে মনে হয় জীবনসঙ্গী এমন হওয়া উচিত যার সাথে আপনি প্রতিটা মুহূর্ত উপভোগ করতে পারবেন, সারাক্ষণ খুনসুটিতে মেতে থাকতে পারবেন, এবং তার মনে এমনভাবে বসবাস করবেন যে আপনার দিকে সে একটাবার তাকালেই বলে দিতে পারবে যে তার বেঁচে থাকার কারণই আপনি।
পথে চলতে চলতে, কথা বলতে বলতে, কখন যেন হলে আমার।
জানি গল্পে গল্পে মিশে অল্পে অল্পে আমিও হয়ে গেছি তোমার।
ছোট ছোট ভুল ফুটে হলো ফুল যে তোমাকে পেলাম।
গুটি গুটি পায়ে স্বপ্নের লাই আমি ভেসে গেলাম।
আপনি কি মনে করেছেন একজন মানুষ আমার জীবন থেকে চলে গিয়েছে এবং আপনি সেই সুযোগটা কাজে লাগিয়ে আপনার ফিলিংস গুলো আমার কাছে এক্সপ্রেস করবেন আর আমি সেটা হ্যাপিলি অ্যাকসেপ্ট করে নিব? এই হচ্ছে আপনার বন্ধুত্বের নমুনা?
রোদের পাখি তোর শহরে, আমার মনের স্বপ্ন ঘিরে। ওরে পাখি ওরে সারাক্ষণ, তোর শহরে বৃষ্টি হলে ভিজে আমার মন।
Thầy lái mày thắng, nghe cái chừng mày thắng, mày 10% nữa. Mày ngã. Mày ô không được, đùa tao xuân không xuân bậy bạn ơi, hiểu được rồi. Giấu vậy. Không được rồi, này lại lệch này. 10 này. Đó. Để được tiếp à? 3 củ 5 9 là xem được bao nhiêu nhá. 4 3%, 4 và 66 cũng được. Át này. Sẽ át từ này rồi. Ê, chơi xong rồi, đánh trùng bài rồi, thằng này ấn tử thần ạ. Không sao thầy ơi, mình dồn trước là được. Sử thanh hóa. Bây giờ nói bà. Xong rồi, xoay bài tự động. Đấy mới không. Chuẩn chỉ đấy, chuẩn chỉ mà xoay bài tự động. Go. Binh Chi Linh gọi thầy ơi. Nhót không? Nhót, đét. Cho tao. Ngã không vậy. Vẫn đang mày, anh vẫn đang nhảy. Thắng mà. Let me show you darkness. Sai rồi. Sai đều. Thầy lái vô á, sao? Captain Vietnamese. Captain Việt Nam. Máy. Capture. Chuẩn không vậy bạn ơi? Chuẩn. 2 lần này. 2 lần. Đấy, không 3 lần. Lại nữa ta thầy bình tĩnh. 5 lần 5 lần 6 lần 6 lần 6 lần được 6 lần 5 lần rồi 5 chuẩn đấy ngoan còn một cái cung xanh nữa đây đi bài còn gì nhỉ có bài yêu đét Long Vương à yêu đét còn nhiều máu đấy Xuân vợ thấy chưa chạm đất 49 rồi sau lần này là quay một vòng rồi mình tại không may mắn rồi nên là đến từ bao nhiêu quay được người thôi phải có may mắn cơ mới thích lâu lâu vợ khỏe phết đùa không có Guardian carry mà vẫn hold Guardian à thực sự là cầu nguyện không vậy thực sự là cầu nguyện ra Guardian không cái thằng lái xe này lái xe bay rồi xe bay nhưng mà vẫn cần bánh sự nhót không nhót đó mày nhót không ui Galio rồi what the hell ui nói ở kia thì không quan tâm chơi Galio rồi để Galio ngoài chưa cần lắm cũng xịn đấy nhưng mà thiếu xe lát nhận được xe lát nữa là xong perfect tiếp à thêm nữa không one more ê 135 xuống 126 rồi reset one more này one ai không được one more không one more à quả đấy đây được rồi one more two more hai si ba si kia nope mày bay 54 à thực sự là 5 củ ấy nên là 50% quay đều cái gì đấy không skip được quên mất có thể về qua kia thì bay thì kiếm tiền gì bớt quá mạnh ra một tuổi mà rồi lên go 4 cứ chỉ go 4 cho tôi vậy chôn tôi à vẫn thắng à sự bay là tỷ vong anh ác quỷ rồi hóa ác quỷ rồi từ ngày em đi anh hóa thành ác quỷ Ride ở Car Simulator 22 củ à. Anh sẽ bay được tầm 400 củ 450 thì mới lên cấp tiếp theo được sợ bình chỉ linh ấy nhanh mà nhẹ ui bay nhanh đét tốc độ sự là vua tốc độ sự một đẳng cấp Pro VIP chuẩn không vậy thắng được không vậy rồi có mỗi quân cho gát sẽ làm chi có mỗi cho gát làm chi cho gát 2 mũ thích nghi à làm chi ui thổi đau phết đùa ê nó thắng được cái cút đấy ê nó thổi chết zone này không chết được có 2 cái mũ kia đéo chết được 2 mũ đấy chỉ là kích thêm sát thương phép xong rồi quả chém cái nào của mình rồi chắn luôn đi chợ 100 máu bốc lửa đồ zone này cái cục đấy sự xịn không ban lan chắn à đồ cổ này 15% hút báo chủ sở đồng minh được đấy cái ui mất lắc rồi còn những còn cục vàng lấy một cục vàng đi rồi chạy lấy cái này ha sorry mày bay cao một lần bay được tầm 40 triệu
ভালোবাসা সুন্দর ভালোবাসাও সুন্দর মানুষ নিজের অজান্তেই ভালোবেসে ফেলে
আমার মনে হয় কি জানেন আপনার মতো জানাশোনা কাউকে না আমার বিয়ে করা উচিত
এটা কি উপলক্ষে
ম্যাডাম ফুলটা গ্রহণ করুন তারপরে বলতেছি
ভোটার আইডি কার্ডে যার স্বাক্ষরের জায়গায় টিপসই দেয় এখানে কেউ ডাক্তার
এই দুইজনের মধ্যে যে আগে ম্যাডামের মন জয় করতে পারবে ম্যাডাম তার।
একদিন না দেখলে তোমায় বন্ধু আন্ধার লাগে সব, তোমার এই প্রেমে এমনই টান।
রুগীদের তো ডক্টরের কাছে আসলে ব্যথা কমে যায়, আপনি তো উল্টো বলবেন, আপনি কি উল্টা?
তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, যেও না বন্ধু আমার ভুলিয়া ভুলিয়া।
আমার মনে হয় আমার সমস্যা কপালে, ম্যাডাম আমার কপালে নেই, আমার কপালে আছে দাগ।
Thằng kia ở đấy nhá. Meo meo, giống lắp thế. Chi. Ủa nó vậy chồng. Thôi kìa. Vậy. Có Huy cầm cái kìa, sự với nhau. Từ xem cái thằng này á. Nổ không vậy, thôi xong rồi, mày đi. Thần tài biết điếp ơi, thần tài biết điếp mà. Rồi anh gặp hỏi nó biết điếp mà. Anh gặp nó lúc đầu của biết là biết điếp ấy. Nằm bốn vào. Sống được. Ủa chứ cũng vậy. Khí thua. Xin ra bao. Check. Xin ra ba không? Tí chịu vậy. Ok mọi anh cũng định mà. Anh xin ra ba mà. Có thể không? Acid. Chưa kéo. Anh chậm mà. Bình tĩnh nhỉ. Chết rồi. Hả? Kéo gì? Kéo đồ này á, định mệnh á. Sao? Bình tĩnh. Thằng này nó khỏe mà. Mình không muốn chết. Trời, nhìn dễ. Xin ra ba luôn. Không đâu, không anh nhận đâu. Không, giống ai chơi. Trốn đâu. Mình dừng này. Được rồi. Là tóc gái, nhưng mà tóc gái sẽ bị em mất lắm. Chúng con lấy giáp này. Ở đây ơi. Ai mấy dispute. Đéo hiểu. Nhớ vậy. Đây rồi. Kìa, hai thằng đứng một chỗ à? Không, nhưng mà thằng này cũng khỏe. Không biết em rồi. Ê, xét lại. Để xét làm chi ạ? 7 đinh mệnh là tao à? Thôi thua mà. Nếu hiểu. Không, chưa cũng được. Đâu có à, có ai giữ đâu. Chuẩn. Có ai không có ai giữ đâu. Ra luôn không? Ra luôn không? Ra luôn không? Cái này chọn cái đéo chả được. Thằng nào chả chết. Chi. Thế cho hết đồ rồi à? Vẫn để hết đồ đó không? Nó binh hơn à? Thôi gặp thằng này đi. Thằng này vừa mình thua. Nó làm cái gì ấy? Nó vẽ Anima kìa. Nó vẽ Anima này. Thằng này có vẽ Anima mày em. Ê, nó thiếu một con. Nó vẽ Azit nữa kìa. Sấy. Không được rồi thầy ơi. Được, sao dòng mình sao tự rơi ra cái xin ra. Chịu vậy vẫn màng. Thầy đi mua làm không có đâu. Ồ, tự ra mà bảo rồi. Dấu đi. Chi. Mày. Giờ mới ping. Oan một đéo dạo cái đằng kia luôn đấy oan rồi. Lụm. Màu xanh không? Hay cái này? Còn chút dồn nữa không?
তোমাকে 15 লাখ টাকাই দিতে হবে। তুমি যদি দিতে না পারো তোমার বাবাকে কল দাও। তোমার যত জমি জিরাত বাড়িতে যা যা আছে এগুলো বেচা হইলেও তোমরা আমাদের টাকা পাই করে শোধ করবা।
একটা ব্যাপার কি খেয়াল করছো? শহরে কিন্তু দুইটা রূপ, রাতের এক রূপ, দিনের আর এক রূপ।
বেঁধেছি ঘর হৃদয়ের পর গাঢ় সবুজ ওই গহীন বনে।
আরে ব্রো, সবসময় চিল থাকতে হবে, কিচ্ছু মাথায় নেওয়া যাবে না।
ভালোবাসা হচ্ছে একজন আরেকজনের উপর ভরসা করে, একজন আরেকজনের হাতের উপর হাত রেখে এই জীবনটা কাটিয়ে দেয়। কিছু মানুষ এই রাত জেগে থাকে আর টাকার বিনিময়ে সুখ খোঁজে। বসুন।
এখন তো সিরিয়াস হওয়া উচিত, তাই না? আমি তো কোথাও যাচ্ছি না পার্টি করতে। তুমি কেন যাচ্ছ? কেন বন্ধ করতে পারতেছো না বলো তো? কার যে কোথায় সুখ সেটা তার প্রিয় মানুষটাও কখনো জানতে পারে না।
পাশাপাশি তবু যাচ্ছি বিপরীতে, কাছাকাছি তবু যাচ্ছি বহু দূরে।
হাই, ইউ লুক গুড।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
Video 1 ngày 2 tháng 7 2024, binh chia lình. Let's go boy. Ô không, cái gì hiện ở trên màn hình của tôi vậy? Nó sẽ quay tiếp cái trò lò lò là màu. Từ anh chỉnh cho nó thẳng bên cộng 10%. Good landing. Hạ cánh tốt. Chỉnh tiếp. Đây á. Đúng không ạ? Chuẩn không? Học từ bên 15 lap rồi á. Sẽ muốn bút này. Vào Discord à? Không phải tiếp rồi. Anh cày xem đến bao giờ được 80 củ cái dòng ngoài thì anh vào anh quanh 10 lần. Vào 5 củ 10 lần. Cái cày vòng sao tận 50 củ và thua. Nếu mà quay được nó có đủ tiền quay bằng này. Đủ chết rồi. Bên chia lên, bên chia lấy. Chuẩn không thầy? Kathleen thông đạo Diốt à? Rồi sao phải hạ cánh rồi? Bình thầy cho xoay tròn nhé. Đây là đây. Perfect nhá. Đi xích 10 lap này. Perfect không? Perfect. Đây, perfect. Bình. Gì đây? Đây à? Không, ai ơi. Không phải đâu. Cơ sở đấy là trụ sở chính. Quân chủ để sống nhiều công ý quân chủ lại với Hà Đông Cung cho nóng đang nóng này là gì lãng du bộ khởi đầu ấn tiên cung khởi đầu bố ngon rồi nhau ngon rồi đánh ngon rồi đánh ngon mày thì đánh ngon thần dương đinh mệnh đi và vẽ biết đâu hiểu được mà nó cũng chuẩn chỉ chứ cái khổng lồ chỉ lấy một cái đéo là nhét lên cái khổng lồ vậy sao Vinh trên lên không nhặt trước lần nữa. Hello guys, tao chắc chị chim choang chưa với thằng Trung Quốc online này. Đây có thằng điên xin ở Pripyat, mình có thích Pripyat không? Có thằng con lợn này 34 tỷ nhỉ, bay đến 80 triệu 80 đồng yes bay ghê. Rồi nguyên nhà, đéo giờ đánh nguyên nhà vào không trên một con chữ đấy kia phải đét thì mấy con này ở dưới mình sẽ quay một cười nó chịu mà tắc kè này nhìn như con nhái bên chia lên không đúng vậy nghe ngồi nghe ai đánh bộ khởi đầu đúng không vậy? Cộng một tướng à? Không, ai đánh bộ khởi đầu cũng thầy à? Thôi thầy xin phép vậy. Còn tiền 3 sao tiếp 3 để check bài á, không có thằng đánh á. Này có oan thì sao? Không phải. Đánh thần rừng à? Chữ à đâu? Hiệu này mà đánh sút cho. Yeah.
দরকার পড়লে একটা রিকশাওয়ালাকে বিয়ে করবো, তারপরে তোকে বিয়ে করতে।
তুমি যদি মরো যে আমি তোমাকেই বিয়ে করব।
দেখো দেখো বিয়ে এত সোজা না।
5টা কমিশন।
কয়টা?
5টা।
আমি জেডি সাফায়েত রমরাজন স্যার এটা তো ভোটার আইডি কার্ড স্যার।
বাড়িতেই করবেন নাকি হোটেলে?
না না আপনি যেমনটা ভাবছেন বিষয়টা তা না। হ্যাঁ আপনি তো করবেন।
তোমাকে দিয়ে
হবে না, আমি জানতাম। শুধু শুধু সময় নষ্ট করো না।
ভাই আপনি তো অনন্ত দলিল না যে অসম্ভবকে সম্ভব করে আপনার কাজ।
জিমি জিমি জিমি
কি হচ্ছে?
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা আচ্ছা
আঙ্গের একদম বইরা দিমু যাচ্ছে সব বাইর কর।
শর্ত দিয়ে বিয়ে, শর্ত দিয়ে বিয়ে।
ভাই, যে বয়সে মানুষ গার্লফ্রেন্ডের কামড় খায়, সে বয়সে আপনি কুত্তার কামড় খেয়ে হাসপাতালে ভর্তি হয়েছেন।
Với sai đồ quỷ nhỉ? Bao nhiêu? Yes sir. Tao rồi. Còn bố game lỏ liên tài ra từ đầu chỗ nó. Chi tiết ông cản phá tiếng đéo đây quang này. Được chưa? Thảm âm à? Nhớ. Lúc đấy có tiếng ruồi. Anh em chơi cứ hỏi thằng nào tiếng ruồi thế. Gì 74 quả. Revert rồi. Em làm ca game. Rồi xong quá chị bị hình rồi xong. Cắt lên. Ê, game lag rồi. Game lag. Game lag rồi. Đéo farm được. Bị lag rồi. Tao đang chơi đố kéo được. Bị lag rồi. Phải. Lúc kinh không block rồi. Lúc kinh không block rồi. Bị tích con đấy. Tao không bị mà, tao đang đơ này. Tao đang bị đơ mà. Tao đang bị đơ này. Tao đang bị nó cứ kiểu không làm gì ấy, chỉ đi được thôi, vẫn đi được bình thường. Nhưng mà nó không bị reconnect. Tao đi bớt. Tao đi bớt xong tao mắc cuối này, chôn à? Muốn tao đi bớt xong tao mắc cuối này. Ra rồi. Đó, đi bớt nó tỷ lần, 7 lần. Nhưng mà không quay được về, tao bị lag. Kéo rồi ấn go được ạ. Lại được hết được rồi. Tự nhiên tao ấn go thì là lợi back về bắt đầu. Ôi hỏng rồi, thằng này chết rồi. Kéo gì rồi? Là đéo nói đâu. Là chơi mỗi Liên minh thôi, bạn thấy Liên minh tập trung nói mỗi Liên minh thôi, không nói rồi lốc đâu. Chơi cho Việt Nam ấy 1.200 quay à? Sự chỉ linh không bro. Làm hai việc một lúc mà. Tiền 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 tiền. Cho broccoli nhá. Vậy cũ à. Hôm nay làm gì? Cho broccoli chín. Wow. Thật không? Đẹp quá. Ngân hàng là đi đéo nào đây? Ngân hàng nào ấy Tâm? À, ngân hàng lớp mình ấy. Con đánh cái đéo ở đây này. Trời, đánh còn tên cờ nhỉ? Tao vừa để nhà chồng. Yes sir. BITCS à? Đi lại 450 đam mấy tỷ ấy. 6 tuổi à? 5 tuổi 6 à? Làm chút đây. Đi áo tù. Đây này. Thế phải đánh cái gì luôn đấy? Bài của đéo gì ấy. Buồn đúng à? Là video thứ 3 rồi. Chôn broccoli không? Chôn broccoli thì vớt 7 à. Có cái gì đây? Wow. Thêm ấy, phải thêm ấy. Phải thêm ấy. Phải thêm ấy. Phải thêm ấy rồi rồi. Tầm này mình cũng không muốn chắc được rồi. Nên đủ. Hôm nay đủ kia 100 triệu. Yes. Đúng rồi. Làm 3. Mình có để. Ok. 6 và 50. Ơ mặt ở đây à? Đố neo. Đố neo. Đố neo à? Đố neo. Ác quỷ phai nhá. mai đấy, có game mai à? Ai á, đây rồi. Biết rồi một con này. Ra một con này. Mặc à? Biết rồi. 285 nếu dùng đéo thì chịu quá. Ok. Hai con am buồn rồi. Goodbye, nhớ đi qua. Anh đi bớt rồi mà. Yes. Anh là Ace. Đúng lỗ. Sao